Let's go, folks. We are now live. Saturday Power Hour. Good old Speed to Lead, powered by Speed to Lead today. We've got Trisha, special guest within Titanium. She's absolutely amazing. I've watched her grow from first day she started making calls to where she is now. Just absolutely amazing. For the folks that are watching, give some love to Speed to Lead. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you haven't tried Speed to Lead yet, they're absolutely amazing. They've got great refund process, and they have absolutely amazing leads, different prices, very cost effective. So, enough with me talking. Trisha, you want to introduce yourself?
I think you did a great job. I am Trisha, calling from Tennessee.
How long have you been doing this, Trisha?
Just since June of last year, so eight-ish months.
Yes. And you sound like a freaking pro already, so let's get at it. And then for today, if you guys are watching, Matt85, I believe, if not Loyal 90, one of those two, go ahead and use those coupon or those codes and get 85% on your leads. By the way, for anyone that's watching that does not have Speed to Lead yet, if you use my affiliate link, Yuri just said you get free $100 loaded into your account. So that's amazing. Yuri wanted to be Oprah today, so let's get at it. Before I start, I actually do want to mention something. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a little different. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and call these leads manually from my phone. I'm not going to use my CRM, okay? And I'm going to do this manually. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've talked to a few folks who don't have a CRM yet, which is totally fine. I always say when you're starting, spend your money on income generating expenses or investment, right? And that would be leads. Leads are what's going to feed the beast where you're going to generate income. And so one of the things that people always ask is, well, if I only have a manual or my phone, like how do you dial that many times? How do you split it up? So what I have here is 50 leads that I just bought from Speed to Lead. I'm going to dial them one at a time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the first 10 before I pick up the 11th phone call. I'm gonna go ahead and send text messages to 1 through 10, and then that's when I pick up 11 and 20. And then I'm gonna go back again and send. Once I do that, before I pick up the phone on the 21st lead, I'm gonna go back to 1 through 10, send another text to 11 to 20 before I go to 21 through 30. So I'm gonna do that, and let's see how many dials I get to do within this next 2 to 3 hour stretch. So enough with me. Trisha, you want to just start dialing?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Let's go. And which way you're going again? You're going bottom up, right?
Bottom up. Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Who's all watching here? Drop your name on there. Tell me where you're from, how long you've been doing this. Ooh, I better turn on my Plod, which is my recording device. Can you guys hear that phone ringing?
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Hey, John, this is Trisha.
Your call has been forwarded to
Can you guys hear
voicemail.
that?
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your...
Almost forgot. I'm gonna double dial.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional
The person
message.
you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey Raj, good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property on Burger Avenue. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. I am looking to buy in that neighborhood. Give me a call when you get this, 415-405. Voicemail at 11:24. Trisha, why are you muted?
I was leaving. Hey, is this Calvin?
Who is this?
This is Trisha. I was calling you about your Eastwood Street property. You'd filled out a form online expressing some interest in selling it. Is that still the case?
We had talked throughout the week. Right now I'm out of town.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you able to give me a little bit of information before you hop off the phone? Like maybe how much you looking to get for it? When do you want to sell it? Is there anybody living there?
No, it's vacant.
Okay.
No one's living there. It needs major repair. In and out. I wasn't looking for no more than about 8,000 for it.
You need 8,000 for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get any offers when it was on the? I see here it was listed on the MLS. Did you get any offers at that point?
Yeah, I got some offers.
But no bites?
They wanted to talk me down. I wouldn't budge below 8. I started out at 10. I refused to go past 8. So.
Well, I respect that. I respect that. I see what you mean. It does need a little bit of repairs. How to get here? What happened?
Well, over the years, I let family live in there. They wouldn't let me know the condition because I stay out of town a lot. And they wouldn't let me know. They just ran it down, ran it in the hole. So I put everybody out and locked it down. And I'm just tired of it.
I see that. How long's it been sitting like this?
Yeah, it's been sitting for a while.
About, yeah. About how long?
It's been sitting about 8, 9 years.
Oh, gotcha. Well, how'd it go on so long like this?
Like I say, they wouldn't tell me it needed repairs. I entrusted them with it. That's what I get for letting family stay there. I just told them to pay the bills and do the upkeep. Anything major happens, let me know. And we'll nip it in the bud, and they wouldn't do it. So that's what happened. Then the roof started leaking, and by the time I figured the roof was leaking, it was too late. So I'll just hell with it.
It's a true domino effect, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to save up some money because really, I'm even thinking about having it torn down and just keep the land.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about going there, but they're building up houses everywhere down there and apartments and stuff. And I just didn't really want to deal with the new people coming in and all of that, this and that.
It can be expensive to tear down and to clean out a property and tear it down.
I checked into it. I know.
Yeah. What'd you find? Why don't you teach me a thing or two?
Well, I checked into it. I know a guy that worked with an evacuation place, and he wanted to charge me $11,500. That was the cheapest I could find. They'd tear it down, haul it away, cover it up.
Yeah.
You know, so I was thinking about going that way. You know, if anybody want to buy it, I got the money. I could renovate it myself. I actually could cut it out, start from the top to the bottom.
At some point, ask him if he's got any tax liens on his, or if there's any liens at all.
I don't want to.
Not right now, but at some point.
I done got too old. I don't want to.
Oh my gosh, it's such a headache, right? That's why people do it for a job. When it comes down to it. Yeah. That's why they do it for work. If you had to do it for yourself, how much do you expect to put into it?
If I do it to myself, I expect to put in about 50, 60. I want it in my way. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet even more, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, probably. It depends. it depends on the people. Get the right quality work done that'll pass inspection. Cause I don't cut no corners. I ain't the type of guy to do that because it wouldn't be worth it.
No, it wouldn't.
So I don't want them kind of penalties and fines and all of that kind of crap. But I don't know. I got until August to figure out what I'm gonna do with it.
What do you mean by that?
Because I done set myself on a limit that where I am just fed up. You with it? And I don't want to be in that neighborhood, even though they got new homes down there and people is moving in. It's just the wrong kind of people, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, is it costing you anything, like on a monthly basis with insurance, taxes, just the holding costs?
Taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes mainly, yeah.
Hopefully it's not too expensive.
Yeah, I can save that little money, Taxes running anywhere, it depends, $700 a year, that's money I can save.
Do you have any tax liens on it or any debt against it?
I don't have any liens against anything. I got to pay the plan. I'm paying on the plan, no liens.
Okay. So if we agree to a price and timeline, the rest of that payment plan will get wiped out with the sale of this property.
Yeah, I am. The guy that I was with on there, he passed away in 2009. I had all the proper paperwork, and it was going through probate because I wanted it all in my name. And he had a son, but his son was in prison. He had went to the penitentiary.
Oh, bummer.
And I don't know if he's still there or not. There wasn't no will left, but nothing on his part. And it's been a waiting game. But
how far in the probate process are you?
I still been waiting on a call or something.
Okay, so they haven't necessarily chosen an executor or gotten a lawyer or.
I let him buy into it way back then. We was buying it, and we paid it off in a year and a half, and when we bought it. And like I said, he passed away, but I was the initial buyer. It's just complicated like that. So the son, nobody know where he's at. I don't even know if he's alive or not.
Okay, well, this is typically how it works, is that once we open up title, they'll do a title search. They'll even let us know what steps need to be done in order to find Willie's heirs. They'll help clean it up. But the situation is this, it may take a little bit longer. It won't be it won't necessarily be quick. It could be. We might find him immediately, right? But it could take a little more than like 14 days, cash in your pocket, because it's a little bit trickier than most situations. Is that all right?
Right. I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
And just with that in mind, I think that's why there may be a little bit of asking you to move around that $8,000 to $10,000. So tell me, why is that 8 important to you? You got some plans? You headed out to Vegas? What are you going to do with that?
No. I was going to put that towards my great grandkids' funds. That's what I was going to do. Got to give them something.
Awesome. I have to say that's one of the greatest gifts you can do, especially if they like school fund or once you're 18 funds, like, because that 8,000 will grow a lot from now until when they're, how old are they?
My great grannies, I got 8, 12, and 13.
Awesome.
I got to give them something.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be a surprise, but they would be able, when I deposit in their account and stuff, when I get with their mom, it'll be a little stipulation in there. Make sure you don't get her hands on it. It's gonna be make sure it goes straight to them.
So is that really what you're aiming for? Is that what's most important in selling this home, or?
No, that's not what's important to selling the home. It's gonna go with what I'm gonna give them, period. But that's just gonna be an additive to it. You know what I'm saying?
You can look at the private chat if you want.
I do know what you're saying.
That's just gonna be an add-on. You know. So that was my plans for that. I mean, I could easily just take it and just spin it up or whatever, but why? I mean,
So
I'd be all of the money over the years I done put into it and everything. I wouldn't get back a quarter of that.
You don't have to
So
use my
I do think you're right about, I mean, have you considered what options, I mean, what your options are here? I think, or what do you think?
Options as far as what?
When it comes to selling this house, what options are you considering? What's on the table for you?
Buy as is and sign the paper and we get it done. Or, like I said, or I just take money and put towards the, you know, maybe having it demolished, and I might have a little community garden down there. I don't know. I was thinking more or less of that.
Does that lot next door come with it? It looks like there's a vacant lot next door.
Yeah, I cut that lot. I used to cut it on both sides. I always have cut it down in that area before they start building. I would cut it on both sides and across the street. You know, just to make it look good, keep it upkeep, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Had an area looking really nice around it. That's what I did. I don't own it, but I've cutting it for the last 20 some odd years, 25, 26 years. I've been longer than that actually. I've been cutting it, and just to keep it down, because that's not, you know, you keep, and that way it keep blight away.
Absolutely.
You know, people wouldn't come and be so quick to throw things out or dump.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I keep it like that, and you know, they didn't know if I owned it or not. They see me taking care of it, so they assumed it was mine. They wouldn't mess around, and that was a good deterrent.
That's a great idea. I appreciate, you know, you serving your whole neighborhood that way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Calvin, I got to tell you, I think the only play here is really to sell it to a developer. And I mean, I have a really large network of investors and developers. So looking at how much new homes are selling there, developers may buy it anywhere between like $1,000 and $9,000. So like if we get an agreement, how's this? What if I move it for you and we'll just split it, whatever 50-50, whatever a developer will buy it for?
If it's reasonable, that'd be just fine.
Okay. So let me make sure I have, so I could write something up like that. That puts us to work, you know, connecting this property with a developer, and then we split what they offer. I'll chat with you about all the offers that do come in, so we can make a decision. We basically become partners on the deal, and
Right.
you know,
I'm familiar with it.
Awesome.
I'm familiar with the process.
All right. So then, what I'm going to do is I'll write this up. I'm gonna send you over a simple two-page purchase agreement. Once I get it back from you, it'll have the terms that we just discussed. And as soon as I get it back from you, I'm going to open title. They're going to start their due diligence with clearing up probate, making sure we're allowed to sell it, deciding what money goes where, the whole nine.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to have my local experts and buyers, their partners, come out, kind of be their eyes on the house. And as long as everything checks out, we'll get this to the closing table. We'll put it out throughout our network. We'll make sure it gets in front of some of the local developers out there. Okay.
Okay. We'll see what happens.
So let me make sure I got your email.
I got you. I muted you already. Let's go, Trisha. Let's go.
The software that I use is called REI. simply, like real estate.
Mhm.
And on other agreements is where I'm going to put what we discussed, right? That my job will be to put it in front of developers, and we agree on a final purchase price, and we'll split it.
Okay.
Very
Let's
cool.
see where it goes.
All
Let's see
right.
where it-
Well,
right.
I'm excited about this. Thanks so much, Calvin.
All righty.
All right. So you look forward. I'm going to send you a text message so you have a way to circle back with me, okay? Because we'll be,
Okay.
we'll be talking throughout the next little bit of time.
All righty.
Awesome, Calvin. Talk to you down the road.
All right. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
So Trisha,
How do I write that one up? Oh.
so what you can do is just put on the purchase price, just put whatever you want to put. You can put 10,000 or 9,000, and then just say, and then in other terms, you need to put, seller is fully aware that whatever your LLC name is, right, is not the end buyer, and will be looking for an end buyer. Any proceeds from that will be split 50-50 between seller and your LLC name. You'd put that in your other terms.
Okay, I'm thinking more on purchase price. I'll say see other terms.
So you could put that, yeah.
And then under other terms, I'll put just like we discussed.
Yep.
We're entering into a joint venture to sell such and such address.
Yep. Just put it on.
Both parties will
ChatGPT.
split. Yeah, both parties will split the proceeds of the sale.
Yep, 50-50.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome.
The only reason why I came up with that is because if you look at the comps, there's only two houses next to them.
Yeah.
They both sold for 180. Those are brand new builds.
Yep.
So 180, developer will buy for 10 cents on a dollar at 18,000. Now his didn't sell for 17, so then now you know that no one's gonna buy it at 17. So if you get someone to buy it at this at 10 or at 15 or 12, that's 6 and 6. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are new builds.
It will be like a quick dispo. Either they buy or they don't, and that's all there is to it.
Right. And I'll just talk to these two new builds.
Yep.
On Eastwood and Avenue A.
Yep.
All right. Let me get that written up.
Yep. While you do that, I'll make calls.
Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement for.
Okay, so wrong number. We're disconnected.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Caesar calling about Eastern Avenue out in Toledo.
Thanks, Caesar. Please stay on the line.
Thanks, Caesar. Okay.
I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an addition.
Nope. I would like to double tap you. Ken, it's Caesar. Call dropped.
Thanks, Caesar. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hey, Ken. Good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property out on Eastern Avenue out in Toledo. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. I'm always looking to buy out there. So give me a call, see if I can help out. Have a good one. Oh, darn. I forgot that I'm calling out of my cell phone. So I should leave my phone number. All right, let's see. Ooh, I have a question for you folks that are watching. Are you guys hearing me with my keyboards? Reason I'm asking is because I just got a new microphone and I'm hoping you guys don't hear me going on my keyboards.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 3.
Want me to type? I'm typing now. You can hear it? Darn it. Oh, yes. Person responded back. Ken's phone number is different. What did he say? Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, let's call Ken again.
Please leave your message for.
Hey, it is the right person. Let's go.
Please leave your message for.
Hey, Ken. Good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property on Eastern Avenue. Looks like you're looking to sell this property. I'm always looking to buy out in Toledo. Give me a call when you get this. Let me see if I can help out. You can reach me here, 415. All right, No texting. Let's just call the next one for now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 361. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Jesse, good afternoon. Caesar here, calling about your property on East Frio. Looks like you're looking to sell. I am always looking to buy out in Texas. Give me a call when you get this. See if I can help. 415-4. Time is at 11:50. Double tap plus live voicemail. Wait,
620.
what did obtain mean say? Gino, to make a loser bracket, lower bracket, then we'll duke it out until one of us is remaining to get first lot for reason. That was one of the Well, Yuri, take a look at that. Maybe you might come up with something pretty creative, as obtain suggested here. It's not a bad idea. I know what I'm gonna do so you guys don't hear me tapping.
620.
Hate it. Stayed up for all that voicemail full. Voicemail full. I'm sure you guys can't hear me typing anymore. For you folks that hopped on, in the beginning I said I will be calling manually, so I'm not using my CRM today. Yes, may I speak with Steven? Hey, Steven, good afternoon. My name is Caesar, and just calling about your property out on McDonald Street out in Hillsboro. I'm sorry? That's why I'm calling. I buy all over Texas.
What do you need? You need to know the details of the property?
Yeah, how much are you looking to get for it? Start with that.
Right around 75,000.
75 to stay alive. Okay. I'm pulling this up right now. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on?
A little TLC, so the pictures aren't going to do too much justice. You have to decide he needs paint, interior and exterior. And it's a 1945 style home. It's commercial / residential. It's on 2 lots. It's a quarter of an acre in the city, so it's not in a rural area. It's right in the city, and actually, the city is my neighbor now. They purchased or acquired the lots to the west of me, and they also put a cul-de-sac in and they redid the streets. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's a The roof was done about maybe 10, 15 years ago, all the way to the studs. Along with the piping, the plumbing was also all PVC. All galvanized pipes were taken out, removed. What else? Electrical was also redone. Let's see. There's a new stove, refrigerator, dishwasher inside the unit, and also new cabinets because I was going to renovate the kitchen and the bathroom, but I said, hey, I'm South Selling, so why do all that? Let the person who wants it come in and do it. And other than that, and the foundation was repaired about 6 months ago.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because those pier and beams, you could see they were at work when we took the pictures. So all that's been done. So you're walking into a stable, sound, structure.
Okay. Well, that's good news. Steven, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, you sound like an investor yourself, since you know quite a bit here.
Well, I've talked to enough of them. It's all right, because a lot of them, they're looking to make sure, hey, well, they ask, well, how much to do this? I'm like, well, it depends on you. You're the investor. If you're going to put in, quartz countertops, it's going to run you an arm and a leg. You just want to get rid of it. It's not much at all. You got 10 grand, send somebody to paint, send somebody in to put the cabinets up, put the kitchen in, do a countertop, and the place is ready to go.
Yeah. How long have you had this for?
That's been in my family since 1945, so we've had all that time.
Oh man, did you grow up in here?
I grew up playing every summer, coming from California.
Oh man, what part of California?
I'm Culver City, actually.
Oh, no way. I'm actually out in Hollywood. I even went to UCLA, so I know exactly where Culver City is.
When you graduated from UCLA?
Oh man, you're gonna make me date myself, huh? 2005.
Buddy there, that would have been 88. Yeah, so he's younger. He's older than you, brother.
Yeah. I was there when I don't know if you're big in basketball, but I was there when Matt Barnes was there, Capono, all those guys.
And Jason Capono, I know all those guys. I was at San Jose State.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played under who was that? Who was over at UCLA at that time? Oh, Tracy Murray, Mitchell Butler, all those boys, the twin boys, the O'Bannon brothers.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys around my time.
Nice.
I'm older than you.
Well, my friend, I'm glad I was able to get a hold of you. I'll tell you this, man. I'm a little bit different than the others. What I mean by that is, one, fully transparent with the way I work. Depending on how I see this, because I want to manage expectations. I don't want any surprises. And secondly, I actually do want to put as much as I can in your guys' pocket. That said, I also just got to be fair to my business at the same time. You know what I mean?
And I'm glad you said that, because that's why I said I was at a 110 with the realtor, and I said I'll give you an opportunity to do it for about 3 months. We put it on there, and he came back. He's like, he couldn't get it sold, and that's with anything. I don't care if you got $1 million house or a house that's just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You don't buy it. It's not because your house isn't worthy. It's just you got to find a buyer that wants your house.
Absolutely.
Commercial, multi-residential, whatever it is, it's got to be that person looking for that. Same with an investor. You're not investing in just a residential, or you're not just wanting commercial. You want exactly what fits your criteria. If you want a Starbucks, well, mine would be perfect. You want McDonald's, perfect. You want a residential, perfect. So I got both worlds. Plus, I'm on a cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell them, I say, it's a person that's going to want to buy my property. Is an investor that knows he has that type of consumer.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
I can even tell them, I say, just put it $1,000 earnest money, $1,000 option fee. That way we get rid of all the tire kickers.
That's
You know,
right.
it's got to be what they want, or we don't have a deal. It's just going to, they hold me up for 30 days or whatever they want to hold me up for, even 7 days, and then they back out. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
who's just me, because now it's not offered to anyone else because it's in a contract.
Mm-hmm.
I want somebody who wants it, who knows they want it, and know what they're looking for. And like you say, you know, you cut through the chase. I'm the same way. I'm just a business guy. I don't want to open up the doors and then this person, that person walks in, and then because it's in Texas and I'm in California, they break in and steal all the appliances. And, you know, the next person that says, "Well, where's the appliances?" Well, I got to tell you, they were stolen. Oh, they're still over here or something. You know,
Yeah.
so I try to be upfront and just let people know, hey, this is what it is, as is. If you want this type of home, this is perfect. If you want to do a rehab, it's perfect. You know, it really checks off everything except it's not perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, Steven, if you don't mind me asking, I mean, what is the ideal solution for you? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish by selling this?
I just, my family, like I say, my family has been, you know, they've been going through a little bit. No one wants to move back to Texas. I stayed in the place about maybe 5 years ago with my son before COVID. You know, when COVID shot, we shot right back to California.
Mm-hmm.
So lucky to have the home, you know, and lucky to leave Texas when COVID and then go be with the family. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like it was awesome for me, you know, because we were able to stay there. He went to school a little bit, and then you know, like we jetted back home where most of the family is. But no one seems to want to move back to Texas. So we're looking at it and said, well, great, you know, great grandma, she was good. She left this place to us. We have it. I can sell it, and I can give a portion of it to anybody, you know, that needs some help them pay some bills. You know, right now gas prices going up and whatnot. People got medical bills. You know, give them a little bit of something. So it helps. So that way everyone gets some fruits of her labor.
My man. Well, I'm glad I talked to you, brother. Whether we do business or not, sounds like you're a good human being, and I always appreciate amazing calls. You know, because I do come across a lot of unsavory folks, so it's always a different tune when I talk to someone like you. So you mentioned you definitely want to help some family members out. I mean, how much is it that you want to help folks out? I mean, are there going to be different splits on this? Like, what's the situation?
Yeah. Just, you know, whatever we get, it's going to be, you know, split it among whoever needs it. You know, she's got some grandkids, some great grandchildren. You know, there's some teenagers that might want to go to college, whatever, pay for their books.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever we could do, you know, to help family. That's what family's for.
Absolutely. Is there a certain amount of people that you want to help out? Is there a certain amount of dollar value that you want to give to each one?
Well, you know, it's not really a point of the dollar amount. It's just whatever's going to help them. You know, so somebody might need 10, somebody might only need 2. Somebody, you know, whatever they need, they'll be grateful to get something that's coming from. It's like Santa Claus, and you know, before the summertime. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you just a few quick questions here, and then I can probably make a quick decision on this one. So you say you're looking to get 75 for it. Based on, and I'm sure you've talked to realtors, you know that area well. I mean, let's say I buy this and I fix this up. I mean, obviously, I'm not trying to create Taj Mahal, right? Not in that neighborhood. But at the end of the day, in today's world, houses are so expensive nowadays that if a newlywed couple or growing family were to buy it off of me after I fix it, I just take pride in making sure that I provide them a new house, new look, new feel to it. You know what I mean? Especially with
Right.
with it with a with
Get
a with a
your money back in a little bit. You know, put some in your pocket.
exactly. So
You're going to ask me how much. What do you think you're selling for?
yeah, how
You're
much do you
probably
think?
right around 250. 250, and that's being, you know, what you do to it. You know, obviously, you know, no one's going to just pay 250 for something. But if you just break 110, what I was going to sell it for, or you go up to more than that, you're still doing decent. If you find a couple that can do it as is, you know, depending on what your customer base is, then you know, you might be 150, 200. But they have them going right now, used homes and also new homes from 250 and up, right across the highway.
The highway, yep, I see that. Yeah.
There's a new highway. They sold for 250, and then they sold one for, I think it was like 70 or something real cheap.
65. I see that one. That was 212 Sycamore. And that one is an as is. But also the ones that I see, there's one on 215 Sycamore. Now this one sold for 175 and it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom.
But
2024.
Not on it's not on a quarter of an acre, and that's not on what does they tell you? And I tell the guys that boasts mine up because mine is 2 lots. And mine's commercial / residential. And a lot of people, well, no, that doesn't. I said, no. And you know how it is. We're from California. It all matters.
Yeah.
They wouldn't say commercial or residential if it didn't matter. They just say a lot. And it's 2 lots.
Yep.
So you have 2 lots that you could do if you want to put units on. If you're an investor, you want to put units on. You go put 2 manufactured homes, 4 manufactured homes on it, and you're winning.
Mm-hmm.
You can sell them at $250 each. If you pick them up, down the road for real cheap and just throw them on there and throw them the slab down, and you're winning. So it's all about what you want. And if McDonald's says, what, this is a perfect place for McDonald's or Starbucks.
Yeah.
We'll get it. We'll do everything we need to do. Just get out of here. Here's 500,000. You know how they do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Care.
So let me ask you this, because I do see your point there. It's just when I buy houses, like I just have to be a little bit more conservative than aggressive, right? So when I see that 2 at 175, and then I do see your point on the 250. I mean, do you mind if maybe I put let's say I can resell this like in the low 200s, maybe anywhere from 200 to 220, just somewhere right in the middle, just in case you're wrong, just in case I'm right, it's right in the middle.
Don't count me because I'm not the guy, selling the house to that person. So
absolutely.
You probably sell it for 500.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to make sure that I'm not being outrageous with my assumptions. You know what I mean? Because some folks are, and like I said earlier in the beginning of the call, I just want to be transparent on how I'm running this. At least you know who I am and how I'm doing. And then if you want to do business with me, great. If not, that's no problem at all. But at least you understand. Now, obviously, what's going to be my next question, because a lot of other people have asked you. In order for me to sell it in the 200s, how much do you think I need to put into this?
Like I told you, that's a number one question. I told you, if you put 10,000, you can get a person right in there. If you wanted to rent it, you want someone to actually live in it. Not live it, but own it, like buy it from you. I'd say put about 20 in it. And that's just changing what's already in there.
20 in it. So
like go and paint it. Put some siding, the missing siding that's missing off the building, the ugly paint that I painted, and some flashing around the the roof to make it look presentable.
Yeah.
I haven't done that because I didn't have time. Going back and forth is I just don't have time.
Can I ask you a quick question? Because I'm looking on Zillow with the pictures, and I'm assuming this is when you had this up with a realtor. Does it still look like this? Does it look better? Does it look worse?
It looks just the way it is because, like I said, I didn't paint it. I didn't want to do any of that because, you want to leave something for a person or investor that's coming in that wants to do whatever they're going to do. They're not going to give you any extra money because you painted it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I got you.
Orange, I wanted it purple.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I just spent $2,000 on my paint, man. I'm sorry, sir. That's an ugly paint job. I don't. We don't like it. So I just say, hey, I painted the plum. I painted it, and you see how the weather beat it down so fast.
Mm-hmm.
That was done about 3-4 years ago, and it just sucked that paint up. So it was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
Blazing winter. I think a couple years back, and it just made it pink almost. It was like.
Now, I'm assuming what it says on here, 1,140 square feet, that's the correct square footage, right?
Correct.
Okay. So the only thing that I would, and like you said, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's going to be fixing it and selling it. So the only thing that I would say is that for a 1140 square feet house, that really, the way it looks right now with the outside and the inside, I mean, it looks a little bit more of a full rehab than a cosmetic low rehab.
It's not though. I'm going to tell you, I've rehabbed a lot of homes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot of work because everything that you were going to do, I've already done. You can say inside, I pulled up the floors with linoleum, all on top of the wood, the 1945 style wood. It's gorgeous. You just sand it down, put some clear over it. Person will appreciate it. If you just want to put a tenant in there, you just cover it up, put some carpet down, or put some linoleum back over it again. You don't have to spend a lot of money just to make it presentable. Have someone in there.
Yeah.
Like I said.
Well, I mean, that's. I mean, I think you're right as far as like getting it ready. But if someone's gonna fix it and flip it, then that's a little bit of a different story, right? Because we got to put in a little bit more than just Home Depot stuff.
Ready for you. The kitchen is just basically coming in, put your countertops up.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom is just, and paint, and then with the bathroom, same thing. It was because it was redone about maybe say 10 years ago, but it was a low budget thing because my granny was alive, and they just came in and put some linoleum flooring down, painted the ceilings, and now it needs paint. It needs probably like vanity, and that's not much to make a presentable bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up the tub. It's already it was a new tub. So, she was 90 something years old. She wasn't screwing up the tub.
Yeah.
So decent tub already in there. So you're not replacing that. And then, like I say, it's just, really just cosmetics. What you want the place to look like, in the, what do they call it? Shiplap. There's
Mm-hmm.
original shiplap in there. I wouldn't even touch it. But again, it'll be your place, whatever you decide to do. But people love those aspects of, that's appealing to people in the South. They like the shiplap. I don't know if you know, who's that? People up in Waco,
Chip Joanna Gaines.
Yeah. Love the shiplap. So it depends on what your artistic view is.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, how soon do you want to sell this?
Like I said, I'm just the right buyer is what I'm looking for. Someone who's wants to do it as is and close, not play games and and I got to five on 75 or 100,000.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, Steven, I think I have a way that I can help you out. Let me run it by you, and then you let me know if it's something that you want to do. And if you do, great. If not, like I said, no harm, no foul. You and I have had a pretty good conversation so far today. So just looking at this, I mean, just running some numbers. I mean, I know you're saying 20. I'm really seeing a whole lot more just based on the pictures that I'm seeing and based on the square footage. There's a good chance that you're right, but if you're wrong, that's a big risk that I'm taking there. And so with this type of work, the best thing that I believe I can do here is help you by wholesaling this to a few investors that are good buddies of mine in that neighborhood. Now I also want to be transparent with you here, just based on that neighborhood, based on how these guys buy. I mean, this thing will probably land anywhere between 35, maybe 50 tops. I don't see the 75. It's just at 75, there's absolutely, just for being full transparency, man, there's no room, there's no meat on the bone at $75,000, whether it's me or anyone else.
Right.
There just isn't. So if you're okay with that range of 35 to 50, I'm more than happy to work with you. Now, I'm very different from everyone else. A lot of people like to do 30 days, all that. I don't like any of that shit. I like to move quick, because at the end of the day, if I don't move this quick enough for you, you don't make money and I don't make any money. So usually when I help folks out, especially if they're not in town, like you said, I usually just ask for 2 weekends. So just a quick 14-day turnaround. I'll blast this out. I'll get hard feedbacks, and then I should probably be able to move this within, by middle or late next week. But I do need, I always just ask for 2 weekends just because I don't control any of these guys' calendars. So I just don't know when they're going to be able to walk, right? Can they walk on Monday? Yeah. Can they walk next week? Probably. So, um, but I think that's the way that I would be able to help you. I'm not a realtor. I'm not doing this on the market. I'm simply doing this off market, and I'm leveraging my network
Right.
to help move this for you.
Well, I kind of want to stay. If I'm going anywhere below the 75, I mean, I understand you say the 50 or 35. I think 35 is out of the question. I pretty much want to hold it at that. But if 50 would be my bottom line, then I would want to just sell it at around 50,000 and lower. Because again, I tell you, I can hold it. It's not like Hillsborough has a lot of places to live.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to grab it because the house is always housing is scarce. It's a scarcity there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So no lower than 50 is that is your bottom line. No room for negotiation. 50, take it or leave
home.
it.
Yeah, it's take home. I can't because there's no way I can help my family all 35,000. They'll look at me like, I thought you were going to help me. I understand I'm giving it, but it's part of the family.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to help you out, and I'm giving you pennies, and I know you can't use it. I don't want you just going to buy groceries. I want you to be able to, say, man, this really helped me. I'm relieved. You took some stress. You maybe added 2 or 3 years, to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, based on that, I don't know, what they would say. So
Okay.
I think I should stay within the 50, though. I think I would really appreciate that.
Okay.
And, so just so you know, we are retaining the mineral rights because that is a non-negotiable. That's what we were told when we first got the property from my great granny. You don't do that. So I don't know if you know anything about the mineral rights, but that's something that everybody does. You don't give it to anyone that belongs to your family. If you're a knucklehead and they didn't tell you that, you sell it. Lord knows they come 10 years later, they find oil or gold, that could have helped your generations,
Yeah.
And your family now gets nothing because you gave it up. So that's something that's not negotiable. And I tell every investor, everybody that calls, everybody point blank, it's non-negotiable. Some people just walk off. Some people get upset. They want to argue, and I tell them it's not for your family. It's for my family. If you don't understand, generational wealth, I can't. I can't make you see it, and I can't make you believe that one day they're not going to find oil or gold or minerals or gas because natural gas is one of the main things they find. So, it's not like we got natural gas set up everywhere around the world, but Texas is a place where you find a lot of minerals. So it may happen one day, and we just can't afford to give it up. And I know families who have, they receive a check of, a nice little chunk of change. So I definitely don't want to do that. So if that perturbs any of your buyers or investors, so be it. And I'm just being upfront so they know.
I like that. I like it. Yeah, no, I completely understand that. I mean, I can put that on the agreement. I could just put, seller retains mineral rights. So in that way, it's in the special terms.
Make sure you say it all.
Yeah, I'll put all mineral rights. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Well, people come and say, "We're going to buy your property." I said, "No, you're going to buy." I said, "But I'm not selling my mineral rights." And I'm like, "Do you know something I don't? You got slag drilling? So I'm going to check right now. You're not telling me?" And they never call back. And somebody could be slag drilling right now, and I won't know until someone pulls up some paperwork and finds out, man, Mr. Jeter, you're owed $200,000. We've drawn excess of $10,000 worth of oil every single year from your place. And I don't know why they didn't tell you. Well, you know why they didn't tell me. They didn't think I was going to know.
Yep. So why don't I do this then? So based on that, I get it. So non-negotiable on the mineral rights, 50K is non-negotiable. So I get it. So why don't I do this? I'll send over a or let me explain to you how my process works. Sorry, I thought I did that. So as far as how my process works, if we were to do this, right, I will need an agreement between the two of us. And the reason being is none of my guys are going to go walk out there unless they know that we actually have a deal at least set in place. Okay. I only ask for a quick 14 days in and out. Usually I know within the next, the first 5 to 7 days on whether we're within what I call the web where end buyers buy, or we're way outside of it. And like I said, I don't like to waste time because, well, I don't make any money until this thing moves. So first step is just sending over a 2-page agreement, read it over. If you decide that you want to work with me, let's go to town. And then once that's executed, then that's when I go send my guys out there. I'll send the local partners, some contractors, run some numbers, and then we'll get hard feedback. And I'll just let them know, hey guys, either you're okay at 50 or you ain't. And if you ain't, there's no room for negotiation here. If you are, let's get to the table. Which at that point, they're the ones that's going to put in the EMD. I vet them really well, and I make sure that they don't waste your time and they don't waste my time.
Okay. Well, the only thing with what you're saying is that, like I said, I don't want to open up my doors to people walking through my property because I still have personal things there. So if I'm letting people walk through my home, I'm not there. So someone's got to be responsible that when they put the EMD up and the option fee, they're going to be responsible. Unlike someone else that doesn't have any agreement with me, they're just going to walk through and whatever happens, when I finally get back, it's missing. I have no repercussion because I don't know who's been in that home.
Do you have any family members out there? No, yeah, everyone left. Yeah, on COVID, during COVID. Yep. You don't have any like friends or neighbors? Do you?
No.
Okay.
People would have been, like all I got right now is the Hillsborough Police Department that checks on it every day to make sure everything is
Okay.
fine.
Because, and do you have like a lockbox on there since you had this with a realtor?
I've always had
Okay.
a
All right. So just to let you know, as far as my process goes too, whenever I send my folks out there, one, I always treat it as if it's my own. So with all the utmost respect. And I always have them send me a video or at least a screenshot, or not screenshot, a picture of them locking the doors and locking the, locking the key back into the lockbox. I don't post this on Facebook. Like I have a network of investors that I work closely with. So these are the guys that I trust. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for me to sling a $50,000 house sight unseen. So we're going to have to get in there.
Well, like I said, we got to have something where it's, there's some type of commitment, and just me just opening up the doors and saying, walk through.
What do you mean by that? So if let's say I'm one of those guys and I want to go walk it. So what do you mean by that?
Well, the earnest money, the option fee, because I'm saying serious. So when I'm saying serious, you got to know what this is something you want to do. And I hear a lot of the investors say, "Oh man, I'll give you $100." What's the problem with 1,000? If you're serious, you're serious. Why are we going from 1,000 to 100? That makes no sense to me. If you really want, I don't want your $1,000. I want you to go through and follow through and get it done. That's the whole point of opening up my doors and saying, okay, let's do this. But if we're just going to be kicking tires and there's really no true investment, or loss for you, then what do? You waste my time. And I'm not saying you personally, but people have done it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So the
was like, you said, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that, and I didn't know, and that's why I do it now, because he put $100 in there. I'm thinking, why did he put $100 in it? I was getting ready to take all my stuff out. It would cost me more than $100 to take all my stuff out. And if I had taken it all out before they closed, which they didn't close, then I would be at a loss because I have have a storage unit, have my stuff moved, have workers that have to move stuff, and then I'm sitting there with nobody giving me but $100.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to come back and bite me. So the realtors and the Texas title company said, always put in an option fee That way, your option fee protects you from people that just come and kick tires and just want to walk through your house and look and see what you got. You know, if they're interested, if they're really interested, $1,000 is nothing, $500 is nothing. But when they put $100, it's no value.
Oh,
And they just
I agree with you. So just to let you know how, I mean, I buy properties across the country as well. I don't mind putting down EMD, and it can go hard as soon as as soon as I wire the title company. The only thing is, no end buyers will put in an EMD in before they walk the property. So just to let you know how it works is, I have my guys out there. They walk the property. As soon as they get back to me, they go, "Hey, Caesar, 50 is perfect. Great. I'll sign it over." They submit the EMD the very next day. First one who submits EMD the next day wins. Once that EMD is deposited, it's done. There's no more walkthroughs. That guy gets it, and now it's just, we just wait until title does their title search and title commitment, and then that's it. But for me to ask any of them to put any money down before they walk the property, that's just not gonna work. What was that?
I could work with you, but I mean, I'd have to work with you, and you'd have to. We could have make sure that with the option fee, at least of a $500. That way, you put it up. You're the one, because you're going to be making the end, the end game with whoever purchased the property, your investors or whoever, because they're going to pay you. So it gives you value, and it gives me protection. Where, hey, I'm not just doing this, opening up my doors. You see what I mean? We both have to get something. If you're going to do it for
Oh,
14 days,
trust me. I mean, when I tell you that you're gonna get $1,000, I'm no dummy. I'm not asking that end buyer $1,000 for EMD. I'm asking that end buyer probably for 2,000. So in that way, you're protected and I'm protected too. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, I'm not asking for $100. I'm gonna ask him for a good amount where it doesn't waste your time. You know what I mean?
from the start, from the contract that we write up, so you need 14 days. That contract has to solidify that. So I know at the end of the 14, it's either going to be sold or I'm going to have something coming back. You understand what I'm saying? And whatever you do with them is your business.
Yeah,
Because that's
but
your contract with them.
so
I can't with any of them. So I have to make sure I protect the beginning, the primary contract, which is you and I. So what you do on your end, I have nothing to do with that. You see what I mean? By law in Texas, it's the primary contract. That's contractual agreement between you and I. So whatever you do with someone else outside, it has to be some type of ownership where I own it. Okay, man, you're going to walk through this. I'm protecting this. Well, I put up $500 earnest money and option fee. You can go ahead and look at it. You see what I'm saying? That means I'm not just having people walking. I'm protected.
I mean, I kind of understand where you're coming from on that end. I'm just gonna let you know right now. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time moving this, and I'm just being fully transparent with you on that one, because because the reason being is because all of these end buyers and even myself, if this was a deal for me, I've got deals and I have EMDs laying out there. I'm not gonna put option fees, EMDs all the time, because then at that point I wouldn't have any money to buy the damn house, and so you know. No, I'm just saying, like, if I have like 10 deals in the pipeline and I have EMDs and option fees for each one.
Just saying. But you know what? I can't worry about what you're doing with other properties. I got to worry about mine. It's like I'm the seller. I got to protect my interests.
I understand, and I'm protecting your interests as well. I just hope you understand that.
Properties, I can't argue with what you do with someone else. I can only argue with you on what you're doing with my property. And so these are my stipulations. This is what my family is. We've been burnt before, so we want to make sure we're protected. So this is what I'm saying. Anyone coming, that's why I say I'm upfront. That way, if this is not what you want or any of your buyers want, they're not coming in because they're not fretting over $1,000. If they are, they're not trying to get my property. If it's $50,000 and they fretting over $1,000, my property's not the one for them. Like I say, whoever's going to come, they're going to come. Hey, McDonald's, an investor, whoever. Oh, that's no big deal. No, we're going to make sure before we make you an offer, let's go ahead and do everything you need. So if you're going to need to go by there and just walk it without going inside the property, you can do that. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm not going to open my doors and say, now go in and do it unless we have a contract. And those contract stipulations are as what I told you.
Yeah.
And
So,
I'm not trying to argue with you.
oh, of
I'm
course
just
not. No. We're totally fine.
until you put a deposit. I'm not going to let you drive my Mercedes. Because if you go down there and you step on the gas too hard, or you do whatever and you wrong, well then I'm out of luck. You're the buyer. You need no money. I'm the seller. I didn't put those stipulations on there, so I'm out of luck. So that's how I have to be, and that's just. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, it's gonna be a hard time selling," but I'm not looking just to sell it. I'm trying to sell it to the right person, and I know it's going to close.
All right. So let me make sure I understand you correctly, okay? And then I'll make my decision. So a few things. One, 50,000 or no go, retaining all mineral rights. And now you want me to put in what, $500 right now, and if I don't sell this in the next 14 days, you keep that $500? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. If you don't find it that way, I'm not just losing because I'm opening my door and letting you try to make money. You understand what I'm saying? If you're trying to make money, why am I going to pay? Why am I taking the loss for that? If I don't do an option fee, I'm losing money.
So let me ask you a quick question. And I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it. And like you said, I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to make sense of it. Let's assume for a second I want to buy this at 50. I'm the end buyer. Okay. So I go, all right, man, I just need to get my eyes in there. Give me 3 days. I'll set it up. By Wednesday, I'll go ahead and get my guys in there. All right. Typically, how it would work is I say, I have 3 days to get my guys in there. As soon as I have my eyes in there, it confirms everything you said checks out. I'll deposit that EMD, and it's non-refundable. It's hard right then and there. So that if I back out of that deal, you keep that EMD. Okay? That being said, that EMD doesn't go hard in the first 3 days because I haven't gotten my eyes in there yet. So what I'm trying to say is you're putting me or anyone else in handcuffs to put something down without even seeing anything. I understand you said those pictures are current, and you sound like a very honest guy, and they probably are current. But I have no proof of that either. For all I know, I can go in there and half the roof is gone.
See what they need to look at. You see what I'm saying? If they need to look in, they can look right through the window and see what it is they're looking for.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
They need to go through the back. They go through the back, go inside and look and see what's happening. You know, but like I say, if I want people where I'm not having to say, hey, Hillsborough PD, you need to watch them. I got a contract. You don't need to do anything. Just let them know. I know who's in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and this is what they've advised. So there's not someone just cherry picking in there saying, oh, man, this guy's got a nice 1945 stove. Oh, this guy's got a barn burner. He got a Michael Jordan poster. You know, they could go in there and say, hey, okay, this is what I want. Perfect. Like you say, lock it up. It's done. If they want to back out, they back out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Steven, I mean, I've had a great time talking to you, and it's going to be difficult for anyone to put in money before they even walk it. Once they walk it, that's a different story. Once they walk it, I can squeeze out as much as I can, and I don't have to because that's just the rules of the game. But nobody puts money down before they walk it. Heck, I mean, let me ask you a quick question. Let me ask you a quick question, if you don't mind. When you had a realtor, when you hired the realtor, right? Did your realtor put in a down payment on that? Did your realtor put an option fee? All right.
That's a realtor. That's a different story. Those people are already pre-approved. They got everything there.
Fine. But anyone that walked the property though, any end buyers that realtor would bring, they're not putting any money down before they walk it. After they walk it, that's when they put the money down.
They've already been vetted. So you understand what I'm saying?
These people had been vetted too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not putting this on Facebook looking for a random John Doe. These are people that I've done business with. I know them, but they're just not going to put any money down before they walk the property. It just doesn't make any sense. And I don't think you would do the same. If I were to send you a deal at some point, there's no way in it. You're going to look at me and be like, Caesar, you're crazy. You want me to put money down before I see the property?
Well, no, I'm telling you, tell your guys that can go by and see the property out from the outside. If they want to look inside, they can look inside. If they want to go inside the property, they need to have a contract. That's just what I've been advised from the capital title and the title companies. They say protect yourself, period. If a person's interested, they're interested. If, like you say, have them walk it, they can walk it. I understand what you're saying now. If they're going to buy it, they're going to buy it. But they got to have something if they want to enter the property. It's not like a realtor. When I had my realtor there, he was contracted. He was the one protected, and he was under a contract. Century 21, they were protecting it. Now it's like I don't have anybody. I have anybody. I don't know you. You don't know me. We get in a contract, and you can just walk and do whatever you want. It's got to be somewhere. There's leverage somewhere. Where if you just got 100 million people coming in and they're walking it, and they ain't doing nothing. I want to sell it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna have that many. I mean, if anything, I'm only gonna send anywhere from 3 to 5 folks in there. Like I said, it's a pretty tight knit community that I have. But there's just no way I would have anyone, nor would I put any money down before I see the property. It just doesn't make any sense. And I get it, and it's your house, your decision. Their money, their process. So
In say Beverly Hills, unless you have a person that's been vetted, they're putting their money down, they have all this stuff straightened out. Millionaires aren't having you walk in their houses, okay? You're not walking in Kobe Ryan, and I take my mom for one. She had.
I know, but we're not talking about $1 million house here. I mean,
Right, but I'm saying it's your house. If they're coming in, they're coming in.
I got you. Well, Steven, how's this, man? I actually have. I don't know if I told you earlier. I have been doing this for quite a bit, and I actually do have a YouTube channel, and I have a couple of investors that I've helped in the past. One in New York, another one in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That one I still have to upload. Why don't I send those over to you so at least you can put a face to the name. You can see how I work and what these two other guys that I've helped. I called them kind of just like the way I called you today. And if you decide to take a chance with me, let's do it. If not, I completely understand. I just can't have that option fee and put any money down before.
Send me your information. If you need 14, I can give you 7 days. Nothing down. I can give you 7 days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I can move quick on it.
See, and then you go from there. If you can do 7 days, but 14 is way too long. I don't want people trampling going through. I like quick decisions.
Yeah. So how's this? Today's the 14th. Okay. 7 days is the 21st. Can you at least give me till the 23rd? That's just that Monday. The only reason why I ask is because this weekend is shot already. Just in case these guys can't walk it throughout the week, at least they have Saturday and Sunday to walk it.
That's fine. You can send it to me. And what's today, Saturday? So you'll get me that contract by Monday?
I'll send it over to you today. Probably in the next 15 minutes to an hour. I'm just making a few more calls. I'll send it over.
I'm out and about right now, but I probably wouldn't get to it till either late this evening or because I'm going to look at some other stuff.
Yeah, no worries, man. So what I'll do is I'll email you and I'll text you. I'll text you the link for the agreement. I'll include the video where I helped Frank out in New York, and then once you read it over, let me know if you have anything you want to redline on it. I'll get rid of the renegotiation clause. So because I know there's no negotiation 50 or no go. So I'll get rid of that, and then I'll put the all mineral rights on there.
Yeah, if we do get here, we'll have to go that we go into an actual, sale. It's got to be $1,000 in there. It's money.
Yeah, that's no problem. I told you, like, I know what I'm doing. I'm probably gonna get, not probably, I will get $2,000 CMD out of them. You got 1,000, I get 1,000.
I'll be talking to you soon.
All right, brother. Bye. Jesus, that was a long one. No way I'm gonna put $500 on that.
Oh, I want my cake and I want to eat it too, and I want to sell it my way, and I want the price that I want. And
yeah, it just didn't make sense. But I mean, I get what he's saying. And Steven, if you're watching this, I get what you're saying. It's going to be difficult for anyone to do that. put in any money before they see the property. Once they see it, it's a different story. You know? So what is that? 1238. Stop my blood. Send PSA for 50. 7 days. You know why I did it for 50?
Because that was his bottom number?
Nope. Because I saw a similar house that sold for 65 off market.
Perfect.
All right. Did you get anyone?
I don't think this will be signed, just because he said he was in the ICU.
He's in the
But
ICU.
yeah, but it's in Helena, Montana. So instead of doing only like 2 days to sign it, I gave him 2 weeks to sign it. Because I like Montana.
I like Montana too.
Yeah. So it's at the bottom, number 46. I wrote some notes on there for you.
Yep. All right, I'm just gonna text this guy, take some notes, go ahead and make some calls.
Mm-hmm.
Gross. And you guys can hear the conversation loud and clear, right?
Yeah. Hello?
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Let's try that again.
Mr. Ziv. License, image, name.
Is not available. The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages.
Oh, what's going on here? What kind of house is this? All right, Midland, Texas. Are you going to answer the phone, Samuel? Sammy? You want to sell your house today? Doo-dah, doo-dah. Oh. Really nothing?
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Oh, come on, Sam.
I forgot to pump up that video.
Midland. Where is Midland, Texas? Oh, 1 minute. Where is Midland, Texas? 1 minute. 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 1 min
sorry, the person you are trying to...
It's a little bit quiet today,
Mhm.
folks. You guys have any questions? Drop something in the chat. Let me know if you guys would have done a little bit differently on that call. And if you got any golden nugget from that call, drop it on the chat as well. I'm always looking to see how I'm able to add value. Let me know if you did or didn't.
Ooh, how do you say that? Guerneville?
Guerneville is it in California?
Yeah, Guerneville. So that's
Guerneville.
Guernwood Highway. Got it. Guernwood. Thank you.
Yeah, that's up Northern California. That's a good one. It's actually a really good one.
Hi, reach John. Leave a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept it.
You wanted to come on, John. I'm about to be your new best friend. I love Northern California.
Tim, new here. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Are you on my channel or are you on iSpeedToLead's channel? I wonder. Who is it? We're calling iSpeedToLead leads. If you've never used them, they're great. Cost effective. They got great refund policy. I never have problems with them. I get refunded the same day. And these are motivated sellers.
And they're super transparent. I love that you can read what you're getting ahead of time.
Yep.
Nobody does that. It's awesome.
Oh, Christian has a pretty good question here. Let me just leave a voicemail and I will answer your question.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
Let's try that again.
Record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number.
Hey, is this Douglas? Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Hey, I was calling you about your property on Walnut. You expressed some interest in selling that. Is that still the case?
Well, I had a couple of people supposed to come look at it, never did. So if you're with that outfit, I'm not interested.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if they didn't follow through. Goodness. Well, why don't you tell me a little bit about what you got going on here?
Well, I've got 3 houses yet to do, and I'm going to be turning 77 in July. So it's too expensive to hire any labor anymore.
Yeah.
So this is one that's got the reason why I bought it. It's got patterned hardwood floor all the way through except the kitchen.
Oh, beautiful.
Upper rooms, bottom rooms, and it's a pretty big house. It actually has 3 stories. There's about 900 feet in the attic, big enough to make a loft bedroom or something.
Is it finished out?
It's got all the windows, all the plumbing, all the electrical, all the fixtures, cabinets, everything is there. It's mostly some completing of I took the wall out between the kitchen and the dining room, and then they'll finish some sheetrock, and then stain it, put in the new cabinets. Well, the flooring, you got to put flooring down in the kitchen, but it's not that big. Well, the plumbing's got to get finished, the electrical's got to get finished.
Okay. What you looking to get for it?
$75,000.
And once I finish up the plumbing and electrical, what do you foresee me being able to sell it for?
200 plus.
Oh, wow.
It's in a very good neighborhood. It's got a 1.5 garage.
And you hadn't found anybody locally to partner up with, huh? To finish it up and maybe split the proceeds?
I had a couple guys here a year or so ago that my my realtor got a hold of, and they both want to give me $30,000. I laughed. I said,
This is in the middle of nowhere.
I said, you're not even
Oh,
talking
then
about
cut it short
the
then.
cabinetry alone is worth probably close to 20. And all the rest of it, there, all the windows. I said, you got all those windows, and besides the building and the lot, you know, I don't need to sell it. I'm debt free, and I have a way lot of stuff. I'd like to do, but I got one I'm working on now, and then the one I'm at here, this rental, I've got to move everything out of the shop before I can sell it. That's my REI shop. It's full of engine parts, so there's many tons of cast iron in there that have to be moved.
It sounds like so it sounds like you have a couple different properties that you're working on. Do I have that right? And you kind of are having to shuffle between them to finish them up before you can sell them.
That's the problem. I found out here last year I got ADHD, and that's why I have so much stuff. And I was working on it with my wife. She died in 21.
Oh, my condolences. I'm sorry about that.
So like that, the rest of that year, as far as next year, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I got my feet back under me and starting to work again.
Well, is it? So what is your plan then? It doesn't sound like you really need to sell these. These are free and clear.
Well, I don't want to rent anymore because they're not people. You can give them a house that you would love to move in yourself, and they'll just trash it. They'll call you up if the batteries go dead on the thermostats that'll put them in. You know, if you got a drip and a faucet, and I put in all new faucets and everything when I go through a house. Get rid of all the cast iron and the plumbing. It's all up to date. But so yeah, I had a house. I had a 6,000 square foot 7-bedroom house that burned in 19, and I managed to get all the cabinets out of it. I got 24 cabinets, and this other house I'm working on Oak Street is going to take not quite a half, probably 40% of those, and then the rest that are left will be more than enough to do walnut. So as far as materials, we don't really have to buy any materials; just have labor involved.
Oh, right. But you were saying it's going to be a little tricky to find labor right out there, right? Have you had any luck finding somebody to help you finish this up?
Well, I haven't tried very hard because it's not first on the list. It's actually probably third or just sell it like it is, because you know, if I get finished one this year and one next year, you know, I'll be 79 when I get this one I'm in now done. And by then, already I probably really don't want to work.
Yeah.
I want to play.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I was thinking it's probably time to play already. You know. All right.
I've been going south every winter since 16, but then this last winter, the VA cut my disability back from $4,000 to $800 or $900. So that kind of slowed my cash flow down.
I see. Yeah, that does make quite a difference, doesn't it? I mean, when it comes down to monthly cash flow.
Yeah, I've got 3 trucks, a couple race cars, and a couple motorcycles, and 5 campers, and you know, the typical things that somebody with ADHD does when they have money.
They get toys to play with, right?
Well, they like all it needs and the thrill of purchasing, but they don't really like finishing the job.
Well, I understand. I understand. Let me just see.
Get in a truck and I was making $1,000 a day with the truck, so you know I wasn't too worried about the other stuff.
Let's see. So, how far is this from from Council Bluffs?
175 miles.
Oh, it's quite a ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go over to Omaha to the VA for my prostate cancer.
Gotcha. So you know exactly how far it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my husband's born and raised, so that's why I asked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when it comes down to this number in Webster, I think one of your best options, there's a couple options you could do here. I think one of the best ones is just put it on the market, sell it as is. I bet there's a plenty of families right out there that have handymen. The DIY type that want to be able to purchase this property and finish it, because it sounds like those hardwood floors sound awesome. I would want those in my house. And finishing up all that work would be a great thing for the kind of DIY couple that you might find out there in Webster City.
A Mexican family, the whole family, with grandpa, grandma, kids, and the whole 9 yards, would be perfect for them, because you could, well, good God, they're living 3 and 4 families in a 1,500 square foot house, and this thing's, 2,700 feet. So
She's talking
there's
to
a lot of
someone.
room, but I gotta get the
needs a
cabinets.
realtor
What
for
I'm like
renovation.
right now, I took all the upper cabinets down and I measured them all and all the lower
Tim,
cabinets.
hit up Juliana. She's
measured
one of
out
the viewers. She's
kitchen
amazing.
where
She's
all
in
this
titanium.
stuff is gonna
She's
go.
also a realtor.
And I gotta
Sanford
get over to
is her
Menards
neighbor.
with these figures
Hood.
and have them
So
build me
she can
a
definitely
kitchen.
help you out with that novation.
Then I can take those cabinets out of Walnut Street, and of course I gave I can't believe I gave my brother a 95 van that I was using to pull a construction trailer with. It had a lot of supplies, and
This is the hardest part, figuring out how to navigate out of this conversation.
You already told them, just say, gotta get
Then
going.
I could put it up for sale.
Okay,
Right now, I don't know.
I'm gonna try.
Will be left.
Hey, like I said, putting it on the market would be your best bet.
So I think with this one, really, your best bet's gonna be to find a family that wants to put the effort in. That's how you're gonna get your 75. And is it financeable? Like, is it at least in a state where it can be financed?
I don't know. I've never had problems. I've bought 11 homes, and I only have 3 left, and I've sold them all. It was all on the, commercial loan. Mostly they're all on the yearly, and then.
Well, Pop try to want to purchase it themselves if they could get financing for it. That's probably the way to go. And if you want to find folks like that, just grab a realtor or flat fee list it, some way that brings people to you. I don't know. I don't think at these numbers it would really work for me to come put in the plumbing and the electrical. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need to sell this to a retail buyer for those numbers.
The new box and everything's in there, and I started the wiring. I figured if I finished the plumbing and the wiring, then it would be something that anybody.
You got to get right into it.
Right now,
pause.
I mean, they're just stupid.
Better yet, tell them you need to buy it at 10,000. Sir, if I were to buy this, I would buy it at 10,000.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
They don't want to do anything by time. They want to put a big number out there.
Yeah, exactly. Tim said make them an offer.
Sir, I think what I could do, I could offer you like 15 on this. I'm not anywhere close to your number. So that's why I think that, I better just, cheer you on and root you on your way. Okay. I'm going to hop off the line as soon as,
okay.
And I'm going to wish you well. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Yeah, bye-bye.
Why is that so hard to say? Get off the phone. Jeez.
I have no idea.
That wastes my time when I do that, huh?
Yep.
All right.
Well, the thing is, and it's funny because you love to talk, and yet when you're trying to get up, you tend to pause. I don't know why. You just have to keep going, right? Hey, John. Yeah. The best bet here is for you to put this on the market, because if I were to come in, man, I would only pay you like $10,000 for this. So if you're okay with 10,000, let's keep talking. If not, I gotta take this call. You okay with 10? Oh no, that's too low. Hey man, wish you the best. Have a great one, but I do need to take this call and help someone else out.
That it's just so. Yeah, that's the way to get off the phone. Give them a ridiculously low offer. Hey man, the only way to keep chatting with you is if you're how did you say that?
No, you said it right. Like, hey, best bet for you is put it on the market, because if I were to make you an offer, I'd be in the low 10s here. I were to
Yeah.
make an offer, I would be in the low tens here. So if you're okay with that range, let's keep talking. If not, man, I wish you the best. I just got to talk to someone that needs my help.
Thank you.
And then if he starts talking about something, not now, if he says, well, 10,000, I mean, that we might be able to work that out, then obviously stay on the phone. But if he says, well, blah, 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 I'd be like, John, hey, man, I fully respect it. I'm not trying to argue with you. Just letting you know where I need to be. And as a matter of fact, my phone is ringing right now. I really got to get going. And just
All
go.
right.
All right. We had a lot of chat going on here. It looks like Juliana helped some folks out, so that's great.
Awesome.
All right, so let's see. There was this one that I wanted to ask. So, Christian said, if I'm a beginner who want to wholesale, by the way, Trisha, feel free to shoot the shits, or if you want to keep calling, by all means, do that. I can handle this. Says, what is this? But someone else, I want to wholesale, but someone else is financing my EMD. How do I do that? Just tell the person that is funding my EMD what's stopping that person from just going around me. First and foremost, why would you have an EMD, and why would you have someone funding your EMD? I mean, I can understand why you would have someone funding your EMD, but the question there is, why would you even do an EMD? Don't do it. I don't even have EMD on my contracts. Tim, I think you were talking about iSpeedToLead. So iSpeedToLead is a PPL provider. Their leads are anywhere from $30 to a couple of $100. They do have amazing codes every Friday. If you've bought at least one lead throughout the week, you get to join the, what is it? They do Loyal 90, or right now because of March Madness, they're doing Mad 85, where the leads are 85 to 90% off. So some of those leads that I bought last night were like $4 or $9. Tim, I think you heard me say this. Juliana is a realtor, and she's also a TU member. She's absolutely amazing. Look at that face. Look at that picture of Juliana. Look at that. Wouldn't I want her to be my realtor? Let's go. Yes, let's go. Do I own iSpeedToLead? I wish. If I owned iSpeedToLead, I wouldn't be making these calls right now. Oh, man. Yes, guys. And by the way, if you haven't signed up for iSpeedToLead yet, sign up. It's free. You don't have to deposit any money. Use my link. As a matter of fact, Yuri said if you use my link today, he will wire $100 into your account. So with today's Mad 85, that can be anywhere from 2 to 4 leads. That's 2 to 4 free leads that you didn't have before this live started. So let's get at it. Oh yeah, I love this line. Claude always goes, looks like you have the luxury to list it. Do you know anyone who may appreciate a genuine offer? Tim, how can I call live? You talk about calling live here with iSpeedToLead. Hit up Yuri. He's on Facebook. Hit me up as well. You can hit me up at Cesar Lacosta. Let's get live. Let's do it. Tejas. Juliana, your favorite realtor. Depends. Depends. I don't know. Christian, what do I say to get away with no EMD? What do I do? Just have them sign a purchase. I don't. 9 out of 10 people don't ever ask for EMD. The only reason why people ask for EMD is because you have it on the contract. And when people ask for EMD, a couple of things. I mean, if you're pitching yourself as an end buyer, you have a little bit less wiggle room on that end. Our buddy Tyler Osborne, all he does is says, "Hey, look, man, I buy properties nationwide. I don't deposit EMD unless I see the property, and if I had EMDs across all of my deals, I'd get stuck. So I don't do any EMDs. And he just says what it is, and my process, my money, my process, and that's it. If you are telling folks that you are going to wholesale it or you're looking to partner with a local investor, you have a little bit more of a leeway, kind of like what I did with that call. Hey, look, man, I'm not going to be the end buyer here. I'm going to wholesale it. They're the one that's going to put the EMD, not me. And yes, Christian, on your inspection period, that's when you look for a buyer, or you can use one of Dispo houses within Titanium. There's about 5 of them. They're absolutely amazing. They're nationwide. They've got buyers everywhere. All you do is you hit them up and you send them your deal. Make sure you have all the notes that you need, and make sure when you send it to them, you know how the end buyers make money. And then they'll tell you whether it's a deal or not. If it's a deal, they'll work it. If not, they'll explain why it's not a deal. And then at that point, you can adapt and adjust or go for a price drop. Lies. How much do I make monthly? That's a great question, Tim. How much do you make monthly? I don't like mentioning how much I make monthly because I don't want the IRS after me. That being said, I do this full time. I've been doing this full time since 2023. There are good months, and then there are definitely bad months. So at the end of the day, man, I've only been doing this for 27 months. So hey, every business, the magic number is 3 to 5 years. You either survive or you die. And so I am now going on my 3rd year. I'm not here saying, hey, I make a whole lot of money. That's just not my style. If you watch my videos, my channel, for me, it's all about transparency. Um, like I said, I've definitely made a good chunk, and there are definitely months when I'm starving. It is what it is. But as anyone in titanium would know, I am as consistent as a tree, and I just keep going at it. So hopefully that answers your question, Tim. I was a little bit of a politician there. Almost as good as Governor Hair Gel. So I usually have, so anytime I have less than 12 deals in my pipeline for the month, I get really scared. Now, out of those 12, I'm about 45% closing ratio right now, meaning contracts, what do you call it? Contracts to close and funded. Five, 1, 7. Trisha, why are you muted?
You were answering questions.
Oh, you're so
I'm
nice.
about to head out on a motorcycle after this call. Hey,
All right.
wait, this isn't Diana. But I was calling. My name's Trisha. I was calling you about your San Jose Drive property. You filled out a form online. Are you still looking to sell that property out in Grants?
Yes, I am.
All right. Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you got going on?
Well, right now, there's 2 houses on the property, but the back house caught fire, and then the front house, the electrical company came and cut the electricity wire. Because years ago, the last people that were renting the property, they illegally connected the electricity, so that the wires got cut.
Got you. So this needs like it's been on fire. There's no electricity. It's basically like a shell.
And it's a front house that everything's in the front house that works, but without the electricity, there's no electricity at all to the property.
Gotcha. Okay. What you looking to get for it?
I don't know. I was thinking the lowest I wanted was 15. I want to get rid of it. But as is, I am behind on taxes. As is, whoever gets would have to catch up on the taxes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. Let's see here. Well, I'll just be real. I would love to be able to get you caught up on those taxes. But that may be a little bit of stretch on 15. I bet it's pretty loud by the freeway right there, huh?
No, it's actually pretty quiet. The freeway is quite a distance away because there's malpines, so people can't walk through there. Cars can't go through there because of the malpines between the freeway and the residence.
Do I have the right address? 1318? No, or 13.
Yeah, 1329. Yeah.
29 or 79?
I think it's 1329.
Oh.
Because there's an extra lot there also.
Oh. Okay.
There's a lot. There's an empty lot, and then there's the lot that has the houses on it.
Got you. Okay. And that's why we don't pre-comp, right? Because the address was different. Let's see. This all I'm seeing at 1329 is the blank lot. Or is the empty lot, excuse me.
I might be wrong, and I'm in Grants now because I came for, Try 1239. It's a greenhouse that's on the property, and it's right across the street from some water tanks.
All right, let me see what I can pull up here. All right, so you're a little bit behind in taxes. You'd like to get about $15,000 for it, but otherwise it's just it's vacant and it needs a full rehab from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. That's going to be a hard sell. I mean, there's not a lot going on in Grants when it comes to buying and selling. If we were to fix it up there, I'm not sure that we could even sell it for much more than $50,000 or $60,000. If it had a fire, it's going to cost way more than that. You know what I mean?
No, there's two houses on the property. It's the back house that got fired. The front house is good.
Oh.
There's two houses.
Okay. Let's see. One sec. All right. Let me try to pull this up on Google Maps. Give me 2 seconds so I can see exactly what we're talking about.
Okay.
Hey, I had just told somebody that I needed to go pick them up. They're like waiting on me. I have 10 minutes to get there. I want to like punt this phone call to you. Can I do that, Caesar?
Just give her a call later.
Okay.
You can tell her that you got somewhere to go and just be like, can we continue this conversation later?
Okay.
It's your lead.
All right. So Diana. Yes, Diana.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have the right name. So it's that house and the house behind it. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. I need to do a little bit more digging and research. And I also, I honestly was surprised that you answered. Lots of folks in New Mexico won't answer if it's not a phone number they don't recognize. But I'm calling from my Albuquerque number.
Yours kind of mean usually when it says like a place like it'll say like, for example, Capitan, New Mexico. I won't answer.
Gotcha. Yeah.
If it's
because it's usually spam, but I'm calling you from my personal cell phone, so that's why you got my name on there. So my name's Trisha. I'm gonna do a little bit more digging on this. If it's okay with you, I'd like to be able to call you later, and I'll see if I can do that 15 for you. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it. All right, Diana, you have a lovely rest of your day.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. Yeah, sorry, I got a jet, but Joey just texted me he'd love to call with you. Y'all get in touch with each other.
Yeah, Trisha, always a pleasure.
Always a
Love
pleasure.
listening to your calls. You're just night and day from when you started.
Thanks, Caesar. It's super fun to call with you too, man. Let's do it again soon. It doesn't have to be on YouTube. Let's hammer out some phones and get some more contracts. I'll let you know if either one of these comes back signed. Okay.
Awesome. Have a good
All
one.
right. You too. Bye.
Bye. All right. So Christian, you don't pre-comp? No, we definitely do not pre-comp ever. Because it is an absolute waste of time. If you pre-comp, that means you will never call anyone. So don't ever do it. We comp on the spot while we're on the phone with the seller. So it's just a skill that you're gonna have to learn, and it does take time and a lot of reps. But yeah, point is, do not pre-comp. It is a big waste of time. Let's see. What tool do you mostly use? I use PropStream, and then I also use like Zillow or Homes.com. I like Homes.com. I just like the UI and the UX of it, user experience. Christian, you ask a lot of questions, buddy, which is good. As a beginner, you recommend to pay PPL to start? Yes, I do. Now, that's a heavy loaded question, man, because a couple of things. One, I would say yes, because they're cost effective, they're cheap, they don't cost hundreds of dollars, right? You get the sale leads, the active leads, they're $29 or $59. And when they go on sale, they're like $5, $9, $14, whatever it is. So as far as the cost per lead goes, it's a lot less. Um, that being said, I just don't know what your skill set is, your skill level. So one thing I always tell folks is why not start with FSBOs for sale by owners? They're free. I call FSBOs as your batting cage, but it's free. Now, are you going to make money calling FSBOs? No. Is it like a strategy to make money? No, it's not. But it's a good place to get your reps because the phone numbers are most likely correct. You get in front of the seller who already raised their hands because they have it online, and you just have good conversations and you just get your reps in. So I would say FSBOs and then PPLs. How many hours do you typically call per day, days per week? Man, that's a great question. When I first started, bro, I was doing 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Why? Because I wanted to fall faster than anyone else and I want to fall forward. So I've been doing this for 27 months. And I think it's night and day on how I sounded versus how I sound now. And by the way, if you guys wanted to hear how I sounded when I was only 3 months into the business, all right, watch the live video that I did the other day or the other week. Where is it? When I roasted myself. It was so painful listening to myself. But I'll drop it on here. You guys can watch it. It's pretty cool. Do you like coaching over calling? I love coaching because I love helping people out. But do I love it over calling? I don't know. I like both of them. I like calling folks and I like coaching as well. Yep, Christian, I just dropped it on there. It's this one. Caesar, what is this? Derek, what is your experience with the lead pack leads, if any? Yeah, man, the lead packs, guys. I mean, the value there is when you buy the lead packs, they, like if you buy like 1,000, they'll you'll have the $1,000 plus $200 of bonus balance or $500, whatever it is. Those are literally free leads, right? You're putting 1,000 and you're getting anywhere from 20 to 50% return on your money already. Now I know, granted, it's not real money because you can't pull it out of there, but that's minimizing your cost per lead, right? So that's huge. As far as those the leads that you call on there, I mean, some folks will have good things to say about it. Some folks have bad things to say about it. At the end of the day, guys, if that person at the other end of that number can fog up a mirror, it's a lead. That's how I look at it. I could care less how old they are, how new they are, wherever they come from. A number is a number, a lead is a lead. I'm calling it. But once again, that's my mentality. Everyone's a little bit different. What's my thought on REI? Simply don't ask me that question, because just don't. You can probably tell. Did you start with RJ? Man, great question, Raphael. I actually, when I first started, I didn't know anything about RJ. I was kind of following a lot of different folks, and my business partner then was like, "Hey, have you seen RJ? Have you heard RJ?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Stop talking to me about this guy." I was like, "If you want me to watch him, send me a link so I can just click on it." He sent me the link. Literally that day, I was like, "Holy crap." It was a short video of his one call close, and I said, "That is it. That's the guy that I want to follow." Why? Because he made it simple. The way I looked at wholesaling is like that guy walking down the street in this trench coat and was like, "Hey, you want to buy some Folex? You want to buy some Folex?" It should be something quick and easy and a simple transaction. And RJ just figured out a way to do it. So all it took was one short video. I wrote down the 5 questions. Are you still looking to sell? How much are you looking to get for it? Tell me what you got going on. The kill shot, which is, if I pay all the closing costs, no realtor fees, I buy it as is, what's the best you can do? And then you close. So yes, I did that. Who is RJ? That is RJ Bates the third. He's pretty much just one of the goats. Take a look at him, man. It's really good. I am part of Titanium, so maybe I'm a little bit biased, but Titanium does a lot of great things for their folks, not only in Titanium, but outside. And if you guys want, by the way, if you guys want to know more about Titanium, book a call with them. One thing that I absolutely love about those guys is they're not into sales. They don't care. What I mean by that is they'll explain to you what Titanium is all about. If you want to join in, join in. If you don't, you don't. And by the way, they do vet you as well, because they want to make sure that the right people get into the community. I dropped my link on there. Schedule a call with them, guys. Good old Justin, Garrett, Colton. No hard sales, unlike other communities out there. They'll just explain to you what it's all about. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, I'm more than happy to discuss Titanium with you folks. Feel free to book a one-on-one with me with a one-line assassin. Let's go. All right, dude, we got a lot of folks. All right, hold on. Where am I now? Did I start with RJ? Who's RJ? 12 hours per day. Do you take every break every 4 hours? Yeah, man, I would take a break like 3 to 4 hours. Do you have a community like school? Tim, great question. Stay tuned. I'm putting some together. Just watch my videos or stay tuned to my channel. Something's coming up. Derek, do you call them? I don't understand your question. Oh, are you talking about the lead packages? Yeah, dude. A number's a number. It's a lead. Paid for them. I'm calling them. Hold All of the leads you call on live, PPL, and what percentage PPL out of all the people you call on the live. Usually I will put it on there. So like on my thumbnail today, guys, it says powered by property leads. So all I'm doing is I'm calling all property leads today. And if I do my PPCs, I will put PPCs on there. Yep. Thanks, Derek. Appreciate you. Same watch time one time and you have to join. That's right. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I just like the transparency, guys, and it's just quick. Hey, you looking to sell? How much you looking to get for it, and so forth. Tim, can you buy us leads? You want me to buy you leads? I don't mind buying leads, but what value can you provide? That is the question, my friend. You let me know. Maybe I'll buy you some leads. I mean, the leads that Trisha were calling are leads that I bought. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, guys, just putting something together. I do want to help folks out outside of the community. And so, and I just want to make sure that when I come out there, like, I can provide value for you folks. All right, folks, just give me a second. Someone's texting me. Let me know. Tyler, I don't know if you're listening, if you're calling. Let me know if you want to hop on. Joey, I don't know if you're listening. If you want to hop on, feel free to hop on. Yeah. Yes, Tim. I will make a call. Sorry about that, sir. Let me get going. Aye, aye, Captain. Joel, I noticed that, man. April, you gonna April Fools me? You better show up.
Oh,
Hey, is this Craig?
yeah.
Craig, good afternoon. My name's Caesar. Just calling about your property on Clinton Macon. Are you by any chance still looking to sell that property?
5483.
Yes, sir.
I am.
Oh, great. Glad I called. It looks like you might have spoken with one of my referral partners a while back. How much you looking to get for this?
I gotta put a sign out front for 20,000.
For 20,000? Okay. I'm pulling this up right now. Can you tell me a little bit what you got going on over there?
It's abandoned house. It's been gutted. It's block. And yeah, I don't know if it's salvageable or not. I don't know about the septic or anything about it.
Okay. Have you owned this property for a while, or what's the situation?
My wife has owned it since like the 90s. It's next to the house we live in, but she passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Was that recent or
A year ago.
a year ago? Well, brother, I'm sorry to hear that. I've never lost a partner myself, so I can only imagine. But I did lose my dad and my brother 4 months apart from each other in 2023. So I know how it is to lose a
Yeah.
loved one, you know? Two of my best friends, actually, gone in 4 months.
Yeah,
You,
I'm sorry to hear.
yeah, I used to talk to them literally every day. All right, so if you don't mind me asking, you said it's gutted. Were you trying to fix it yourself? Did you? What were you? Was there any plan for this house?
Well, yeah, we own the lot next to it, so I mean, our plan was to sell it all, move down south, but that's not going to happen.
Hmm.
The household income's cut in half, so I got to get rid of it.
Okay. And how soon do you want to get rid of it? What are you trying to accomplish?
Just to get it in someone else's hands. The taxes on both properties are too much.
Do you owe any taxes on this?
It might be back one, might be about $400. Yeah,
Okay, so nothing crazy.
no,
Okay. No,
no, we kept up with the taxes on both properties till she passed away, and I can't afford it.
yeah. When you say you can't afford it, are there any, do you owe any money on this? Or, I mean, are you paying mortgage or,
No, it's free and clear.
so it's free and clear and you're just getting charged tax every year. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, behind it we had our garden, but you know, it's an expensive garden.
Yeah, how so?
And I got to mow it. It's just a hassle to me right now.
Hmm. Okay. So, let me see what I can do. Hopefully I can help out, man. And if I can't, hopefully I can be a free resource to you. I always tell folks I'm no baker. I don't like to sugarcoat things, so I'll let you know what I think here. And if we make a deal, we make a deal. If we don't, we'll part ways as good friends. No harm, no foul.
No worries.
You know, and just to let you know too as well. I mean, I do love to help folks out, and my job's to, to put as much as I can in your pocket. That said, I am an investor, so I also have to be fair to my business at the same time.
Sure.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. I know you said it's full gut. Looks like it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom house. Is that right?
Sure, it was.
It was. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's about 1,400 square feet, right? 1,449. Okay. So let me ask you, I mean, if I buy this and I fix it up and, you know, 2026, how much do you think I can sell a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom house in that neighborhood?
Oh, I don't know. I'd say, um, 250.
250. Okay.
Yeah, it's out in the country. I mean, it's a little over an acre lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it is wooded, overgrown.
Okay. And is this a it's not a brick house, is it?
It's made of block with aluminum siding on it.
Okay. And how much do you think I need to sink into that sucker in order for me to sell it in that price range?
Yeah, all depends on the septic. I can tell you that. I mean, if the septic's not working, then there's a $30,000 investment in an engineered septic.
Yep. And then you said the whole house is fully gutted too, right?
Yes. I mean, my intention was to sell the place where I'm living right now, pay off my HELOC, and it came up short of knocking that building down and putting up 1,200 square foot modular home.
Mm-hmm. So is this why you're selling this? Because of your HELOC?
No, nothing to do with my HELOC. That's, I mean, it's a low enough payment for me, for the house I live at.
Mm-hmm.
I have no use of it. I don't have the funds to, I mean, if I had the funds, you know, I'd knock it down and, yeah,
Yeah.
it cost me, I priced it out for, I don't know, it came out to be about, you know, I don't know, 150,000 down and put something else up.
Yeah.
I wasn't going with a home builder. I was just going to get a little modular and put it on there and, you know, maybe rent it out even or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
But
okay.
don't have the funds for it, so I just won't.
Yeah. So you're saying it's probably gonna cost in a like 100,000 minimum just to fix that sucker, huh?
I'd say so, yeah. Not even that, you know, shit, man. It's not even including the drain septic.
Exactly. That's where I was gonna get at too. Well, can I ask you a question, man? Because like I said
Sure.
earlier, I really generally want to help people out. Usually the best deals that I have under my belt are the ones when I was able to help someone out achieve their goal. Because one thing I've found, man, is I've been doing this for quite some time now, and one thing I've found is when people sell their homes, usually it's because they're either running away from pain or running towards pleasure, right? They're either solving a problem or they're trying to achieve a goal. And so if you don't mind me asking, I mean, what is it that you're absolutely trying to accomplish here by selling this house?
Putting money in the bank and not having to pay taxes on it.
Yeah. And how much money do you want to put in the bank?
Well, I've got an offer from my cousin. He said he'd give me 12 grand for the place.
Oh man, your cousin said he'll give you 12 grand?
Yeah.
Brother.
So, like, you know, if somebody offered more than that, it would have to be substantially more because, you know, at least I'll know who's living next to me.
Yeah, I gotcha. That makes sense. Well, bro.
I've had other calls like yours.
Yeah.
And they were basically in that same kind of thing. That's why I'm just putting a sign up says 20 grand or best offer, you know, kind of thing. Maybe I get 15, 16 for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And worst comes to worst, I get 12 from my cousin.
Yeah, I think that's your best bet. I mean, 12,000 actually is a really good offer for that. And like I told you earlier, man, I'm no baker. I don't like to sugarcoat things. I mean, any offer that I would make you would be under that 12, just because there's so much work that needs to be done, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure. I know. This isn't my first phone call with
yeah. No, I got you. So I don't want to compete with your cousin. So if he's giving you 12,000, I would say take that, man. Because I really don't think, and this is just me being transparent with you here. I don't think any investor would buy it for more than 12, just because there's no meat on the bone over 12,000. There's no meat on the bone over 10. And so anyone that tells you they'll pay you more, just make sure they're the end buyer, that they're actually the one that's going to buy it versus they're going to wholesale it. Because if they wholesale it, and there's nothing wrong with wholesaling because I wholesale myself, but you don't want to get stuck for 30, 60 days. And then next thing you know, they can't move it. And then now your cousin doesn't have the 12,000 anymore. You get what I mean? And then you're left with nothing. Right. So just letting you know that, because like I said, I wholesale, and in that neighborhood, any end buyer that would pay for that would probably pay anywhere from $5,000, maybe $10,000 tops.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. All right, Greg. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, sir. And once again, sorry for your loss, and good luck with that. And definitely take your cousin's money, man. Otherwise, you can sell it to me for 8, and I'll sell it to him for 12. You know. Have you ever done any real estate transactions just to make sure that the paperwork is done properly?
No,
Never.
but I can follow that up. No problem.
Okay. If you need help, let me know. I mean, it does cost a little bit, not a whole lot, but
Sure.
I just helped someone out of Greensburg, Indiana, sell her property to her neighbor, and she's never done it before, and she didn't like her neighbor, so I was like, let me take care of it for you. Make sure that you get your money before the deed goes to them. And she was so thankful. She's like, "How much?" I was like, $2,000, and she's like, "Done." So
Right on.
yeah, her neighbor bought it for 12, and so she ended up keeping 10, and I just kept 2 to make sure that it was done properly.
Sure.
Yeah. If you need some type of help like that, let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out. Um, you know, doesn't doesn't make me a whole lot of money, but it pays some bills.
Appreciate it.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
You too.
All right. No deal here. Cousin. Buying for 12. So let's read this sucker for now. All right. What questions do we have? Joel, I definitely saw your calendar. Awesome. Hopefully you guys were able to hear him. I saw Tim's comment there. Move the phone closer. Do you get refunded for that lead? For that one, brother, you wouldn't get a refund for that one because what do you call it? It's not on the contract. He's still looking to sell. So there's just for me, there's just no meat on the bone. If he's getting 12,000, I was gonna offer him 5. I was gonna offer him anywhere from 3 to 5,000 bucks. Actually, let me send him a text because just in case his cousin doesn't follow through, I can be his backup buyer. Hey, chat with you, Craig. Let's see here. Small chat. All right, let's see. Caesar, if I remember correctly, you said call list for seller on Zillow to do reps. I may not get a contract from there. Why is that? It is because one of them list. No, so first of all, man, yeah, you want to make sure you call FISBOs more than anything. The reason why I say that is a lot of times with those guys, if you notice, they've been sitting there for a long time. They're not that motivated. They're literally just waiting for someone to say, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and pay for it that high." So as you get better with your skill set, then you can convert some of them to a sale. The third deal that I ever closed and funded was a FISBO. Called them in January. Uh, couldn't get them to be to the price point. They called me back in May. Uh, the seller has had it on FISBO for 100,000 for like a year. Went down to 70 to 90. I was like, nope. Oh, he wanted 90 in January. In May, the daughter calls like, look, my dad is really getting in a bad shape. I really don't want this because I don't want to get hit with taxes and do probate and all of this crap. So I just told him like this needs to be in the 60s. And then we were able to move it at 73, I believe, 73, 75. And so I got it under contract for like the low mid 60s. So I believe we made about let's just say 10,000. If it was less, it was like maybe 8,000 bucks, 9,000. Joel, I do have a link for my CRM. All my links, by the way, guys, are on my in the description of the video. That being said, I'll drop it on here as well. I know the owner, Jake, he's absolutely amazing. He'll do a quick demo. Once again, guys, a lot of people that I work with are not very heavy, like salesy tactics. They simply just do a quick demo. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, no problem. All right, let's call this one. This one is in South Carolina, where you cannot wholesale. But we have an end buyer in South Carolina within titanium. And we also have the Sultan of South Carolina, Tory Madden. I don't know if you're listening.
Please leave your message for 8.
Guys, don't shy away from South Carolina. Let us know. We can help.
Please leave your message for 8. Mailbox is full. To send it.
Mailbox is full. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Oh, guess what? Someone just responded. Yes, I am. Let's go. I'm going to call her right now. All right. Let me just text another person first. Just tried calling you about oh, wow. Let's see. Let's give her a call. Please, she answers. Who is this person? Actually, guys, the text message I just got right now is actually from a text message I sent back in February. And she just raised her hand saying she's looking to sell. So her contract probably just expired with another wholesaler. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So let's see.
Hello. Due to the high amount of unwanted spam calls, I will be screening all phone
Oh
calls.
my god.
Any unrecognized numbers will go to voicemail. If you'd like to speak to me, you'll need to leave your name, your telephone number, and a short message after the beep, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Catherine. Good afternoon. Caesar here. You just responded to my text saying you're still looking to sell 604 Ohio. When you get a chance, give me a call back. I'd love to chat with you, see how I can help. You can reach me at this number, 415-405-5394. Once again, 415-405-5394. I'll shoot you another text, okay? Thanks. Let's see. All right. What do you guys have here? Christian, when I was a newbie, didn't know when you were a newbie and didn't know anything about how to structure a contract and the next steps for the deal after. Yes, how did you start? Where you got your contracts, etc. Great question. Hold on, let me just say. Straight to your voicemail. And for me to call me back. This is my cell. When I first started, so I mean, Jerry Norton has his contracts out there for free. Other gurus do that, so you can definitely go in there. I know with RJ Bates. Oh, she's calling. Hold on. Good afternoon, this is Caesar.
Hi, this is Catherine Weatherby. I'm sorry. We live out in the country, so sometimes it's spotty when I'm near the cell phone booster or not because it never rang, but the voicemails just now came through as I was calling.
No worries. Totally fine.
Can I ask you, are you like a wholesaler? Because I'll just tell you, like, I already had the specs pulled up on PropStream and basically said that wholesalers are not going to give me as much as what cash buyers and flippers in my local area would do.
Okay. Yeah. So for full transparency, I do flip, I do buy and hold, and in some cases I do wholesale. The only difference is when I do it, I am fully transparent before we even get into any type of agreement, just so then that way you know exactly what I'm looking to do.
Okay.
So yeah, if it makes sense for me to flip it, I'll flip it. If it makes sense for me to wholesale it, I will let you know before we do anything. Does that sound fair?
Yeah. So I just really want to kind of get, the offers and a general view of, because we would preferably not want to deal with this at all, but it is what it is, and now we have to. So
Yeah, well,
now we're just like seeing where we're at, basically.
okay. Well, first and foremost, I just want to know what is I have the address, but what city is it in?
East Alton, Illinois.
East Alton.
And if you do use PropStream, for some reason it's saying there's 2 liens on the house. There is not. I don't even know where the system got that
Okay.
part. So,
Is this
like,
on? Give me 1 second.
with what you guys do.
Okay.
Just because she had done some roofing and stuff.
Oh, nice.
I don't know how to explain what she does, but she went kind of like door to door, or however they do it. She's really good at what she does, but she just wanted to try this out. And then she ended up deciding that she wanted to come back here home to Illinois. So that's what she did. But, she maintained friends with people that she worked there. So she had one of her friends just run it on PropStream for me, so that, we've already had some ignorant people come and look at it and treat us like we're stupid. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, so I'm letting people know I've already ran the specs, and I have realtor friends that have run the MLS. I just don't want to deal with, it would have to be someone basically that could get a traditional mortgage, because it's as is, and all those other ones where they give you help or whatever, it's not going to work. So I don't even want to have to deal with that. I don't want to pay fake closing costs. I don't want to do none of that. So
Perfect. I like your style. I'm the same way. I always tell folks I'm no baker. I don't like to sugarcoat things.
Well,
Sometimes I lose deals that way.
If you're dealing with men, they treat you like you're a dumb woman. And so I just wanted to make sure at least I had the basic knowledge so that, they knew, okay, don't treat me dumb. I'm not stupid.
I got you. Absolutely. Well, I'm definitely not one of those. So let's talk business here. First and foremost, how much are you looking to get for this?
Well, we started it at 65, and obviously we're flexible from there. I mean, for what it is, it's a good investment property for someone who would want to do, you know, landlording or whatever, or flippers. If they're flippers, like in the area, I was shocked when my son started shopping in that area and was showing me the houses and the prices that we were at, and I'm like, Dylan, I literally bought a house that is bigger than that and have 7 acres out in the country. Like, that's crazy. But I realize the market is high. It's a seller's market right now. So, like, if I told him to wait, but they were in, they had animals basically, and they were living in her mother's basement. So that was the biggest problem. You can't usually rent when you've got 4 big, large breed dogs. So they really just didn't have a choice when it came to that if they wanted to have their own place. So
Okay.
I was very shocked at the prices that houses now are at.
Okay. All right. So 65, obviously, like you said, it is negotiable. So 65 is what you guys are looking at. Sounds like you've done a lot of research on this already. You know your numbers well. So let me ask you, let's say I do buy it off of you, I flip it. How much can I sell it for?
Well, according to PropStream, it's 80 to 100,000. I realize that there's probably about $20,000 if you want to modernize it to upgrade it. So
Okay.
basically, just from there.
So when you say 15, 20,000, what needs to be done?
That just was me, making an estimate, and the friend also making an estimate, which, I watch a lot of those corporate things too. So I see what they do. And, I know that a lot of flippers can get discounted type products, or they use something that they got from another house that was actually a nice, shape, but they just didn't want it for that house. So it's not modernized at all. And I already know kitchens and bathrooms sell. So that's probably the first thing you want to do is update the kitchen and the bathroom, because it's not. And it does have hardwood floors, but they need refinished. I did put in ceramic floor in the kitchen, but I realize I don't really see that much now in houses. I guess maybe, I feel like because I put vinyl flooring in this house now that I actually am the one who busted up all the ceramics. So, but because I wanted to put it full vinyl. So, and I see that, me personally, I prefer for it to be the same flooring throughout the house. Me personally, I don't like it when there's carpet in the bedrooms, or there's ceramic in the kitchen but carpet in the bedrooms, and then the living room and the hallway and whatever your dining area all have the vinyl flooring. Like, I just feel like it should be seamless. But that's just me and my preference. So, I know when it comes to flipping, sometimes it is just a better cut to do carpet in the bedroom and to do the rest of the flooring throughout. But there is ceramic floor, and it is intact in the kitchen. But and there's energy efficient windows, the fold out kind where you can kind of wipe it from the inside, the outside from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very huge lot, which in that area, I don't know many yards that have that type of yard. That, for me, when I bought it, I had 2 small children. So fitting a pool back there and a trampoline, and also having them, be able to run their power wheels and stuff and have a good amount of space. There's all of that. It is privacy fenced. So, that's an attractive. The neighborhood, obviously, I know the neighbors still. There's only 2 neighbors that I don't know, but my neighbors that I had when I lived there are still there. They're all really nice people. It's a dead end street. It's close to an up and coming shopping center that is literally walking distance, like a couple blocks. It is a couple blocks also from the MCT route, which was, for me, I work downtown St. Louis, so saving gas, I could just hop on the MCT and drive it and get it into St. Louis for me. So I know those things are, and the grade school is just a few blocks away. My kids personally walk to the grade school and the high school from my house. So,
Oh, nice.
for families, it is, especially people with dogs. Like, that yard is, we had a doggy door in the backyard door, so that was also great for having, kids that wanted animals and having animals. So for that, it is a nice, area, and especially for a family or even just a single person if they want it, it needs modernized to be blunt. It needs modernized. It needs cleaned, which we will go clean it. I did a contract for deed, so and then he decided he didn't want to pay, so I had to put him out and foreclose on him. So he's nasty. Like, I don't think it's ever been cleaned a day in life. So we can go do the cleaning so that people don't try to knock us down for a simple, okay, all you have to do is take a washcloth
Yeah,
and
yeah.
clean stuff, but he warned me, like, they're gonna definitely try to gouge you for that. And I'm like, well, I'll just go do the cleaning, like it's not that big
Yeah.
of a deal.
So you had this as a rental?
It wasn't a rental, it was a contract for deed.
Oh, contract for deed. Yes, yes, yes. You said that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you foreclosed on them.
Yes, and I
Yes.
was just unaware of the rules as to once it hits a certain price point, now you're not just looking at an eviction, you're looking at a full-on foreclosure, which
Yeah.
was a total nightmare to have to deal with. And so, if to be honest, if you went in there and cleaned it up and painted it and put carpet down, I could rent it very easily.
So it's
But
livable.
I do not want to do that. After this nightmare, I won't even rent my own mother.
I got you. Okay, so 20,000 is what you're saying. Now, if you don't mind, because I'm just looking at some of the properties in the market, on what's selling, what's sold. So if you don't mind, just like to make a quick conversation. You did mention something earlier that you just didn't, want to deal with it anymore. I mean, is there anything going on? Like, what's the situation?
Well, it took a year to get back. And
So you're just tired of it.
extreme amount of attorney fees to do so. So, and during that, I'm also still paying the mortgage on it. So I know you're going to ask that. And the mortgage, is still, that is the only lien on there. I am not sure why PropStream has that absorbent amount on there, or even two liens.
How much do you owe?
It's a little under 15. So, the only thing I could think that is doing that is that the original loan was done through Wells Fargo. And then here recently, they sold it to Freedom Mortgage. So I was wondering if maybe that is the reason it's showing there's two liens, because maybe it hasn't updated that the mortgage was sold. So it's taking both Wells Fargo and now Freedom Mortgage into play. But even then, it wouldn't be $100,000. And that's what it's showing on PropStream. So I'm not really sure about that part. But
Yeah, a lot of times, I mean, not a lot, sometimes they can be inaccurate. So that's why I always ask the folks that I'm talking to, just to confirm.
There is a lien, which in this situation, the bank gets paid first and then I get the rest. But there is just one lien. There's not multiple mortgages.
There's not multiple,
or
okay.
liens or anything like that. It's just what I'm paying now.
Now, does your house have does your house have a basement?
Yes. So there's a full basement and it's not finished, but we did build would be called for a realtor a bonus room, because I didn't have at the time when I got it built as a single mother to put in that fire safe window there to make it classify as an actual bedroom. But it is a bedroom. It's got the drywall down there, and what my plan is where we put the wall, there is the closet space would be what is under the stairwell as you come downstairs. And so we put the closet door right there so that we could use that as, the closet for that bedroom, but it could be used for anything. And then there's 2 bedrooms upstairs, kitchen and bathroom.
Okay, and and I'm sorry, just you were getting kind of in and out. The basement, is it finished or unfinished?
It's unfinished.
It's unfinished. Okay.
Except for that room. That the room we built is drywalled in there, on the 2 walls. It is a stucco house, so the other 2 walls in that room are the concrete down there, the blocks.
Okay. And all right, so let's see here. And
there is a regular window in there. It's the those glass blocks.
mm-hmm.
But me, if I was gonna have a bedroom down there, I'd prefer a little more sunlight. But it just, from as me a single mom, I wasn't too worried about hurrying up and trying to get that in there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. I mean, sounds like you sold this on a seller or not seller finance sub two. Sounds like you're an investor yourself.
Well, I mean, I watched enough of that I wanted to, but I'm like, I don't, seeing the bad parts. I don't know if my anxiety can handle the bad parts when you do flipping.
Yeah,
And,
I
stuff
know.
like that. But I did want to try realty because for me, as much as I watched it and enjoyed it, and sometimes I'd be yelling at them like, "What were you putting that with that?" But like a friend just recently, asked opinions, and she's got all these gold fixtures, but she's got stainless steel appliances, and I'm like, you need to change all those gold fixtures, faucets, and knobs out to match the appliances, or switch the appliance things to the gold so that they flow in. Because for me, it like separated it. And to me, like with that house, like when I moved in, they had carpet in the bathroom. Why in God's name would you do that? Like, the first thing I thought when I saw that is, the first time this toilet overflows, now I got, poo and pee water all over a carpet with padding. Like, why would you put, and getting out of the shower, like, it just didn't make sense to put that in a bathroom. So I ripped it out. And then that's why I did the kitchen too, because they had indoor-outdoor carpet. Like, it's a kitchen. You're going to spill grease, food, water. Like, why would you put carpet in a kitchen? So, I am interested in it. I just have, me and my husband tried drywall here, and let me tell you, it looked like toddlers did it. We tried. Boy, we admit it.
I got you.
We do not belong in construction. Do not ask us to do that.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you a couple of quick questions, Catherine, and I'll tell you what I think I can do and how I can help. One is, you mentioned that you guys do owe about 15,000, a little bit under that. I mean, obviously that will have to get paid first, right? Once
Right.
on closing. So after the 15, I mean, how much do you guys want to have in your pocket as a walkaway money?
I mean, to be honest, I don't want to go less than like 55, because I feel like there is plenty. If you're a good flipper, and I've seen the houses flipped in East Alton, like I said, my son's got one, and they did an amazing job. The house is gorgeous, like from where it was to where it is now. And I mean, his thermostat drives me nuts because it has all the fancy stuff on it, but like they did a great job. They all the things that they did with the flooring, the colors, and kitchen, like everything flowed together and looks really nice in there. So I know that this house has potential. Me personally, I would not be busting out any stucco walls to try and put drywall in there, but I guess that would be up to the flipper on whether or not, because I feel like that would be a pretty hefty expense. And I know flippers try to avoid those type of heavy expenses, especially moving any kind of like, what are they called, foundation walls or whatever, and that's holding the walls up and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I think, updating the floors and painting and updating the kitchen to, nicer cabinets. It is a very small kitchen, and there are no appliances because we took our appliances when we left. So when they moved in, they had their appliances and they took their appliances with them. So, but as a flipper, like the appliances we have are still kind of outdated as far as what people like nowadays. I hate the stainless steel because every time you touch it, there's a fingerprint. So I would
She's selling
prefer black in my
hard.
kitchen if I.
Yeah, she is.
But I know a lot of people like the stainless steel. I just don't like stainless steel because why would you want to have to clean or look at fingerprints all the time?
Absolutely. Well, Catherine, let me see if I can make that 55 work for you. Like I always tell folks, I am a little bit different. I know everyone's trying to lowball, and I get it. Everyone's got to make their margins, but for me, I really do want to be able to help you folks out as much as I can. That being said, just like you, I'm an investor, so when I buy investment properties, I just got to make sure that I can also be fair to my business.
Right.
And so
I completely understand it, and I'm not offended if it doesn't work for you because you know more about what you're doing and what you're going to make, and you have to make it. So I respect you just as much as you respect me. It's just we had two people in there that I felt were like, I don't even know why you tried that on me. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me explain to you how I'm looking at it, right? So I'm gonna run your numbers. So you're dead on that one. I believe 80 to 100,000 is what I can resell it for after fixing it. Um, so 100,000 is what I'm putting as far as my resale value. Okay. With the square footage that I'm seeing online, looks like it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 672 square feet. I think you're pretty dead on the 20 as well. That being said, if you don't mind, and you've remodeled homes before, as you know, anywhere from top 5, 10, $15,000 easily evaporates. And so when I hear 20, I just like to put myself a little bit of cushion, not a whole lot, but I'm just giving myself a little bit of a $10,000 cushion just in case something pops up that we're not able to see at this very moment. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Okay. So looking at 100,000, you know, rehab would be 20 to 30. If I buy this property off of you at 55, and mind you, if I buy this off you, I will pay all the closing costs now. The only thing is when I resell it, I would have to pay closing costs again and realtor fees. And then I also have all these other holding costs, which I'm not going to bore you with it. At the end of the day, they're business expenses, just like when you buy your properties. Okay. And so if I buy this property off you at 55,000, my all-in number after putting in the rehab and all the business expenses is actually $97,000, just so that I can resell it for anywhere between 80 to 100,000.
So financially, that wouldn't be worth it to you.
Yeah, it's not that it wouldn't be worth it. It's a lot of money to hopefully just earn $3,000, right? Like I might as well just wholesale it and then I don't have to pick up the hammer at all, right? And so here's the thing, and as I mentioned earlier, I do want to give as much as I can. The only thing is I just have to be fair to my business. So let me ask you, I mean, what is it that you and your husband are absolutely trying to accomplish by selling this?
Well, I mean, we would need to get back everything that we've spent in the last year and 4 months now, draining with the attorney and having to pay the mortgage while we're doing so and completely drain our savings account out because of, so.
And how much is that?
It's about, I mean, just at the end of the day, it's like $36,000 that is to the cent to even break even on this house.
Oh wow. $36,000 is what you guys spent in the last year.
Yeah. So that includes the payoff for the house, attorney fees, and everything we've spent over the last year and a half. Paying the mortgage on this house,
Yeah. Okay. So that's why you want to sell this for about 50, 55. Because when you do the math, that ends up to be about 51, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, which is what I paid for it back in the day, and then when I had it appraised for an equity loan, it appraised out at 80 then. So, I realized that for you and all the numbers that you just said, that is not worth you doing. But then for me, it's not even worth going under, that, because I'm not even going to get back what I've lost.
No, and by the way, I mean, we do our absolute best to win all the time, but I can tell you more than with two hands of how many times I've lost money on something. But sometimes, and I'm not saying you should do this. I'm just saying in my experience, there are moments when I do have to take a loss because if I don't, I'm just going to keep losing more. And the more I lose, the more I bleed. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's just a little tough where it might make sense to just cut off the bleeding. I mean, I think right now the two options you have are one, either put it on the market and see. That's always an option for you because you can always get top, maximum value by doing that. But you already, you mentioned already what the realtors are saying. Or if we were to do a cash deal on this, whether I'm the end buyer or even if I wholesale this deal, which I'm not even, I mean, we're in a low price point, so I'm not looking for a whole lot. I mean, this thing moves, just to be perfectly honest with you, it would be moving like in the 30s, like 35, maybe 39 at the most. Because let's say if I were to buy this off of you, and I'm not saying you would sell this to me at 35, but let's assume for a second you do sell it to me at 35. if I buy it at 35 after all the expenses and the rehab, okay, my all in is about 80,000 just so that I can resell it for 100. So as you can see, I'm not trying to hit a home run here. I'm just trying to make it as kind of like a dollar in, dollar out. If I'm putting in $20,000 of rehab, I just want to be able to see a potential $20,000 on the back end just so that I can keep the lights on.
Right. And, that's another thing that we're going to have to do is turn the lights on. So, it's going to be an extra expense for us because the power and the water is off. And obviously, you need to be able to see those things are working. So, we're going to have to turn it on. So, then that's another expense to have the power on there and also be paying power here at my house. So, I realized, and I've been stressing about this, but I really want to kind of get the whole picture and the view before we make any decisions. But I mean, you said 39, and I'm just going to say at the end of the day, if no one's offer is any close to that, 39 is actually a blessing to me at this, at that point of which, that way we're just done with this situation and just done with the house and we don't have to do anything with it. And we got back our money and just a tiny bit of cushion, to go on vacation or something and have a freaking margarita after this entire, ordeal.
Yeah.
So, for that, if that is what you would offer, then I would definitely keep that in mind. I mean, obviously, we just started the process because I kind of wanted to wait until the situation had settled down so that we can, before I started stressing myself out again, because at least that stressful part of it is over. So I just wanted to give myself a mental, health break on that house. And before I start, talking to people like you and realtors or, cash buyers or whatever, because I knew that was just going to, for me, be more stress and stuff that I have to keep track of and do every day when I'd rather just be enjoying time with my family and friends and new grandson and not deal with that house anymore.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I can definitely help, and here's the only thing, and by the way, what I'm about to say, I'm not pressuring in any way, shape, or form, but I do want you to understand one thing is that at the end of the day, I make decisions based on the data points that I have in front of me, right? So what's selling, the comps, prop stream, like he said, right? And so at the end of the day, by all means, it's your house, your decision. You ought to get, offers to get the max that you can. It's just at some point, if you do come back to me, then that is one set of data point that I now have, right? That I don't have today, because the only reason why you would come back to me is because no one offered anywhere near the 35, 39. And if that were the case, then I'm gonna have to second guess my numbers, because then now I'm like, well, local investors are not going to want to pay 35, 39. What are they seeing that I'm not seeing? You know what I mean?
Right. And I mean, that's the problem, though. We've not even spoke to any local investors yet or flippers.
Yeah.
Like, I've literally only spoke to my niece and her friend that is a wholesaler, and then now you that also does the same thing. So no one, we've not even had anyone contact us, but
I'll help you out real quick. I'm gonna send you this property that you just sold, very like near your property. Okay, it's homes.com, so it's not a virus or anything. It's public information. Take a look at this, and then tell me if your interior looks like this or if it's worse than this.
the exterior of that house, the curb appeal is gorgeous, actually.
Are you serious? Or are you're being
No.
okay? Cool.
I mean, personally, I don't like blue, but I think it's pretty still.
I know.
And I love the new darker house trend. Like that is my jam because that's what I want. I don't want white cabinets. I got kids and dogs. Like I want darker cabinets. So I'm not being funny at all. The darker theme that people got going on, I think it's really pretty.
Oh, I'm the same way. I just needed to ask just in case, because some people.
Yeah, see, these are the updates that it would need. Like, it looks like they kind of left maybe the windows that were there in place. They put new flooring in. Oh, this is the one thing that's annoying. It's annoying in my house too, though. The fireplace. Like, why can't people center the fireplace in the room?
I know. Tell me about it.
Mine is literally in left-hand corner of my big giant living room. It's the most awkward space ever. I'm like, how do I set furniture around this, but also still be able to see the TV? Like, you can't do it with it off to the left-hand corner like that. And it's the expense to get it removed is insane. I'm like, we're just gonna have to put furniture in front of it because otherwise the furniture in here wouldn't make sense the way this stupid fireplace is.
Yeah.
But, I can see that they kind of cut a little bit of a corner with the carpet. My basement definitely looks better than whatever's going on down there.
Yeah, it's unfinished. But you see how like the bathroom, the kitchen are pretty much done.
Yeah.
Right. I
That's what
mean,
I know. Bathrooms and kitchens sell houses.
yeah. So if you think about it, this property sold for 50 in the condition that it's in. So when it's just going to be hard to sell yours at 50 if it's in not, you know what I mean? If this kitchen and this bathroom looks better. I mean, look at this hardwood floors, right? Like, yes, does it need some fixing? Absolutely. But I just don't know which fixing is going to be more, fixing this house or fixing your house.
I don't know why the basement looks so rough down there. Mine definitely does not look that way, but and it has a garage, so that's, we don't have a garage. There is space to build a garage if one wanted to, but I'm just not gonna. I'd rather have a car in the driveway than one in the backyard for the kids, and we have pool parties all the time. So to me, that's more important than having a garage. And I'm not a guy, so I don't need anything to work on cars with or anything like that. Like, that was one of my husband or my son's thing. He has to have a garage because he wants to work on his Beamer. And I'm like, okay, son, like, but if the rest of the house is great and there's a big yard, like, you can think about that later and put a garage in. And like right now, we should be worried about the house part. Like, you could put a garage later, like, but he had to have one with a garage. So
Yeah, yeah. So here's So here's what I'm thinking how I can help, and then let me know what your thoughts are. If you want to do it, let's do it. If not, totally fine. Can you hear me, by the way?
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Our service is crap here.
Yeah, no, that I remember you saying that in the beginning, and I kind of lost you for a second there, so I just wanted to make sure. So right now, thinking about this out in East Alton, I can actually think of 3 folks who does one of those. I don't know if you've heard of them, like the slow flip, or they'll buy this and so forth. I'm just gonna let you know right now, like those folks, I will simply partner with them, whether they pay me an assignment fee or I'll partner with them, so in that way I can collect in the future when they resell it or when they refinance. But knowing those folks, they will literally buy this the way you described your house. They will close on it in the next 14 days, but it has to be in the 30s. So looking at what's selling in there, I'm pretty confident that this thing moved anywhere between, let's just say on the low end 33, high end 39,000 is where this thing is going to move. So if you're open to that, I'm more than happy to help you with it. If you're not, that's okay too. What are your thoughts?
Well, my husband's on call, so he had to go out on call on work. So I do have to discuss it with him because obviously I'm married. I can't just make those decisions on my own. But the 39 is still sounding better to me than having to deal with doing anything with the house. I don't want to clean it. I don't want to remove the junk. I don't want to do anything. Like, I don't want to. Just don't want to. I know that you guys do it, and that's your job. But for me, the work is just not worth it. To me, it's ruined a year of my life that I could have been doing, worrying about my family and enjoying my life more than dealing with the stress of this house. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how landlords do it. I don't know how you guys take on that stress of, even we did everything right. We did background checks, we did taxes, we did social security numbers, we did all those things, and it still turned out to be a nightmare thing. So, good on everybody that is capable of doing it, but I just could never. I don't even care how much money I would make off of it. It still wouldn't be worth the stress that renters are, dealing with people that you don't know, I guess. Like, I fully expect to have to deal with my family, but not strangers. I don't want to have to deal with BS from strangers.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you one small, quick question here?
Sure.
I mean, if you guys had anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 just in your guys' bank account 14, 20 days from today, I mean, is that something that's going to get rid of all your guys' stress and you can just go on and drink on your margaritas and pina coladas?
I mean, like I said, we would have to get 36 to even break it even. That is just us not making anything at all off of it and not getting any profit of it all. It's just breaking even on what we have to pay off the loan for, the attorney, and everything that we have drained out of our savings account over the last year. Like, that's us not having any extra money in our pocket. It's just getting back what we have hemorrhaged.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's just, I'm just letting you know, like I said earlier, I'm just fully transparent with folks.
The 39 that you said, that's still us putting $4,000 in our pocket, outside of just getting back what we're hemorrhaging. Like, so even 4,000 is still enough to enjoy our margarita somewhere nice and sunny.
There you go.
I told people I'm not looking to, bank this huge profit. I'm not. I'm not stupid. I know that I'm not going to, and so I'm not even looking to do that. Like, if I was going to do that, I would literally just flip it myself. Like, I mean, it's only $15,000, and we've been paying the mortgage this long. Why, continue on? But we do not do construction, and I do have family that does construction, but I do not want to have to deal with this house long enough to deal with that, to then also put it on the market and then wait, because depending on how long it takes for someone to get that flip done. I know flippers want to get it done fast because they don't want to have to even see that first mortgage. So, but for us, that's not realistic for us. Like, I'd be hiring family members to come do these, construction and the modernization stuff, and it's going to take them time because they're going to be doing it outside of their own jobs, so it would be on weekends or nights that they're not at work. So I don't want to deal with that either, and I know that realistically that would be the only way to actually make a quote profit. So I'm not looking to get a payday here. I'm looking to get what we spent on it and hemorrhaged out, get that back, and also, a few extra bucks isn't frowned upon. Like, I'm not looking to get a huge payday, and I never was. Like, I'd rather just be done. Like, if I wanted a huge payday, I already know what I have to do. I have to be the one to update it and do the modernizing and then turn around and wait for it to sell. And I don't want to have to do that either just to make a profit that I honestly, it's not that important. It really just isn't.
So then let me take this off your hands then. And like I said, whenever, and just to let you know, by the way, as far as how my business works, a couple of things. One, let's say we do agree on a price. First thing, obviously, is we'll get an agreement. I do like to move quick. So typically I do 14-day to 30-day close. The only reason why I say up to 30 days is because it's Illinois and they move pretty slow. I have closed in 14 days over there, but a lot of times title companies tend to screw up here and there. So as soon as title clears, I can close. While we're in title, a few things are going to happen. One, I'm going to send my guys out there. So these are contractors to make sure that, everything you discuss checks out. The second thing is whenever I do buy properties outside of my market, I do partner with local investors. And the only reason why I do that is because I want to make sure I have a set of eyes on my projects at all times. Okay. A few folks like the Hoffmans, their husband and wife, they love to buy in Illinois. And they do a lot of those slow flips. So usually I partner with them on these kind of deals. And then assuming we go in there, everything checks out, we should be good on that number. Now, if we go in there and half the roof is gone or the kitchen is flooded, then obviously I'm going to have to come back to the table, right? The point that I'm trying to make is I'm not here to nickel and dime folks, but if it's going to cost me 10, 20, $30,000 extra, then obviously I'm going to have to protect myself and come back to the table. Does that sound fair?
There's no, I can promise there's definitely no roof leaking, or I mean, it's not a new roof either. But there's no holes in the roof or any leaking of any kind in the house, like in the kitchen and stuff like that. That's not going on. Like structurally, the house itself is great. It needs cleaned and it needs to be modernized.
Yeah. So how's this? I mean, if we can make that work for you, what I can do is send over that agreement, so at least when you talk to your husband, you have something to look at and talk to him about. And then today's Saturday. By Monday, if you guys sign it, we'll start working on it. If you don't, that's okay. There's always other houses to buy out there. How does that sound?
Well, you said agreement. Do you mean like an offer? Because I don't want to agree to anything until I've spoke to my husband and told him what you said. Like,
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's why I say I'm gonna send it over to you so you can look it over with your husband.
I just want to make sure it was clarified because you said agreement.
Oh yeah. So my offer is my purchase agreement, and so if you and your husband are okay with it, then sign it. We'll move forward. If you and your husband are not okay with it, then don't sign it. I'm pretty easygoing. I don't pressure folks. I just want you to have something to look over so that while you're talking to your husband about that 39, you at least have something to look over and see if you guys are okay with it.
Right. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, it's your house.
When it comes to anything, wording counts. Like I learned that deposit versus holding fee. Holding fee is better because a deposit supposedly is, in a civil court issue would be something that people can.
Uh-oh, you're cutting in and out.
Sorry. I didn't know that there was a difference between the word deposit and holding fee, and apparently holding fee is better than saying deposit because I can't remember what the exact wording was, but I'm like, just a simple word, can change and the legality of it. So
Hey, you guys can talk. This thing is pretty much done. You guys can unmute yourself. Yeah, no, I completely understand, Catherine. So, Catherine, what's your email address?
Yeah. What's up, Ken? Oh, is he muted right now? Want you to love me, down. And to everybody and anyone watching. Oh, Juliana, what's going on?
I was muted because I was mostly leaving voicemails. What's going on?
Dude, another day, another dime. Not $1. Not yet. And get anything locked up or moving?
Yeah, actually, I had a guy down in Texas. He's going to sell me 2 properties. They're next door to each other for $15,000.
Yeah.
It's a duplex.
Fire. Okay.
It's in Big Springs, Texas. He doesn't have email, so I got to figure out how to get a contract to him. We'll either do a notary or I'm reach out to Luke to see if they got somebody down there.
Yeah, either someone in TU that might be local that can do it, or mobile notary would be the second best option because sometimes it looks good too when you send someone out there like that. It just feels professional to them. Dude, if you get anything, man, remember, you get anything in Virginia, dude, always send it my way. Send it my way. Because remember, I will not anything I do, I will look at and review, or even like already know most likely who the buyer is, or make a couple of those calls like prior to anything. So that way, like your time's not wasted, anything like that. Again, we did it with Richard Johnson a couple weeks ago. Even after a dispo house said no, it didn't work for them, and there was a buyer also inside to you. He said it wouldn't work either, just not for his criteria. And then we got it assigned, non-refundable deposited, and it's set to close literally in the next 10 days.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Richard's a buyer, or he's a seller, or he's he's into you.
So wait, so the buyer that that Richard Johnson sent it to originally, yeah, he's a buyer and he does wholesaling and all that stuff into you.
Okay.
Yeah, and it just didn't fit his criteria, and then sent it also to a different dispo house, and the dispo house was like, yeah, it's just not, it's not for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got it moved. So yeah, like the ones, and dude, it was literally like a modular home on bad land that couldn't be used, like 16 acres of just garbage land. So went from like, this is trash to, hey, we got a deal. So
yeah, nice. Power of networks, man.
Always, dude. Wait, where's my? Okay, let's get some new ones.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept.
Hey Caesar, you want to put your TU referral link in the chat for Christian? Oh, he's on the call. I got you, brother.
Okay. Okay. I don't need that right now.
We have to go in the description. I can't post links in the comments.
You can't. Why? Doesn't just not allow you to?
Yeah, they it's the comment failed to post because it's like promotion. I was trying to give them a referral link for TU.
Gotcha.
It's about 7,000, but they do offer payment plans. Well worth it for sure. I would say the best money I've ever spent on my business.
Who
Christian?
Someone asked a question. Oh, Christian, what's TU? The titanium membership. Oh yeah. Also too, Christian, I'm not lying. So I heard when TU first started, and they were like, "Yeah, it's the first class ever." I'm part of the 6-pack class. Actually, I have the shirt on. That was by chance. I didn't even know I was hopping on till like an hour ago. But when I joined on, every time I saw that they were doing a new class, I'm like, it's good, but for me, I already liked RJ, but I was like, I'll just wait, until I'm ready. And then I was like, you know what, I'll hop on one of the calls, see what it's about. And I'm not lying. After like the first week I joined, just because of everything that is provided and in there, I was like, this is worth way more. Like I would pay way more money. Like, and I think most people can attest to it, because I was one of those people that paid for a really, really overpriced mentorship and course 6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when RJ has a YouTube video, like he paid 65 grand.
Yeah.
And at some point he was like, man, I got screwed. Like it was a similar thing. So trust me, I come from that world, but definitely worth it.
Absolutely.
What up, folks? I am sending that contract over.
Really?
We'll see.
Let's go.
Why not? I'm just gonna send it to the Hoffmans. Hoffman's will tell me where they need it, and we go from there.
I'm curious why you didn't ask if you could like schedule a call with her and her husband.
I'm just tired of talking to her.
I got you.
It's just, so here's the thing, right? So you're absolutely right. I definitely could have.
Mhm.
But I'm to a point now where like, dude, if they sign it, they sign it. If they don't, like, you don't see me like posting anything about me getting ghosted, right? Like, not that I don't get ghosted. It's just when I do, I just don't give a shit anymore. I literally just void out that contract and I move on to the next lead. So that's why I said, if you guys want to sign it, sign it. If you don't, it's cool.
Yeah.
So that's I'm just taking that approach. But you're absolutely right, Ken. If you want to, I should have scheduled that call with her and her husband.
Hiro said he was also talking to the same lady.
She was. I know. I mean, she's dead on, dude. $20,000 for a 672 square foot house. That's full rehab. So she was pretty dead on her numbers.
I've said before in the chat that she was really good at like planting all the little seeds of like, I'm not going to be making decisions today.
All right.
Like she knew how to get out of
you
the
have a property that you're looking to sell?
Oh.
A property that you were looking to sell?
No, I just wanted to know what the number was for.
Yes, that's what it was. We received a lead saying that you were interested in selling your property for a cash offer. Is that not correct?
Absolutely not. I don't own any property.
Okay, I'll update my records. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Oh man.
Christian, for what do you use to send them a contract? DocuSign, Dropbox sign, hello sign. I mean, honestly, I use Dropbox sign, but any of them work.
AI is taking notes. Your call has been. Hello.
Hey, good afternoon. Is this Daniela?
Yes, good afternoon.
Hey, Daniela. This is Ken giving you a call. You had reached out about a cash offer for your property on Cabot Drive North.
Yes, I do.
All right. How much are you looking to get for that property?
145.
145. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's got you thinking about selling?
I'm sorry.
So what has you
Why?
thinking about selling? Yes.
Because this is what I want. Maybe I have something planned. Whatever.
Maybe I want to help you do that. I'm just asking.
Really?
Yeah.
How is the way how you can consider my helping me?
One more time.
Yes. How is the way you might consider you can help me with?
I would like to buy it and put enough money in your pocket to go do whatever it is you're trying to do.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Yes.
That's exactly what I want.
Let's see
Yes, sir.
here.
I have the honor to talk to you before.
No, we have not spoken before. This is our first time.
Okay.
All right. Have you spoken with other investors? Is that what made you ask that?
I have many other people who just calling me and do nothing more than that. Stefan, sa telephone ako. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I just talked with my husband right now. Okay.
All right.
I listen.
I'm looking at the that little area there, and what you're asking for is pretty consistent with what's going on in the market. Is there a reason that you haven't listed it with an agent?
Actually, we talk with many agents supposed to, but everyone was interested to list the property more than sell it. So no many of them just back, and some come on with an offer that I wasn't happy with. So, but I don't know that might, I'm motivated to enough to continue to, maybe you are really interested to buy the property or whatever. But if you're interested, just listed property, I'm not interested in that.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not an agent. I would be looking to invest in it personally.
Okay.
But
do you know the area? Are you familiar with the area?
I have not bought the area. I've been to the area. I'm looking at it now, and well, the first thing for us as an investor is that we would be looking for it to has to make sense for both sides, and so we would obviously need to recoup some of the money that we put into the property. Where are
you calling from right now? I'm sorry, but where are you located right now?
I'm calling you from North Carolina, but we buy properties all over.
Okay. And do you ever buy property from Jacksonville or Florida?
I have not, but my partners have.
Your partner asked?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you just have to understand you are between me and your partner.
That is correct.
And how do you know they are interested to invest in this area?
One more time.
How do you are so sure they are interested to invest in properties in this area?
Because I'm working with investors that already do deals there regularly. And we need to find out if yours is a good fit.
Okay. Okay, so what do you need to know?
All right. So when I was asking what had you thinking about selling, but I'm also curious to know what is the condition of the property? What would I need to fix on it if I did grab it?
Very good. Actually, the roof, I am familiar with this kind of questions and the design of questions. Probably it's not in the water, but all of them are orientated for the same, focus to find the same information about the property. The roof is good. It's okay. We do not have any leaks inside the property. So I don't know if you are interested to have the roof in the last 2-3 years. That is not. Probably it has 8-9 years old, whatever. But again, it's in a good condition. Do not have any leak inside the property. We had some remodeling in the bathrooms. One is a full remodeling, toilet, sink, cabinets, halls, whatever. And the other one have again a new cabinet, toilet, whatever, but not the wall for the other one. So tile the first floor, because it's a townhouse, yes, has almost probably something that's around 1,700 square feet. The bathroom has 2.5 bathrooms, 2 full bathroom upstairs and half in the bathroom downstairs. That bathroom with half a bath downstairs might be need remodeling again more, a little bit attention because we are not done with that one, whatever. So, but we have a new appliance, brand new washer and dryer, never use it. So you are not needed to put the money to invest for this situation. The refrigerator is good, the brand new one, and the stove, whatever, the kitchen, you have a new sink, whatever. We have some stuff in, put aside money, a lot of money inside of the property as an investment, but for some reason we have to change the plans. We're considering to keep it, the property,
You said you had to change the plans? Why is that?
To change the plan? What have to make it happen to make me to change the plan?
Yes.
Like what exactly? Like what? What do I need to know exactly this week?
Well, because a lot of the best deals that we do are when we're solving a problem for someone. So I'm just trying to figure out what it is that you're trying to solve, so I can be a solution for you. I mentioned at the beginning that I wanted to help you, and the best way I can do that is for me to know what kind of problems you're dealing with.
What kind of problems do you think I have and you might deal with?
You said multiple times now that you had some problems that made you change course, that got you thinking about selling, and I'm just trying to figure out a solution. That's all.
No, the problem is everyone has personal problems, everyone has personal life, and this is the aspect of situation what I'm making that remark, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But more for sure, you cannot. How you can help without
knowing the problem? I don't know. Yeah, I can't give a solution. I can't prescribe something without knowing the ailment, you know.
I'm pretty much sure you're not here as a counselor. Yeah, you do not work as a counselor. You have to work as a different kind of person to make that business in the way you want to sell or buy property. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I asked you what had you thinking about selling, and you said that you said maybe you had something that you were trying to do. So you brought that up. I asked what you were trying to do to see if I could help you. You didn't want to share that. That's okay. You know what? I hope you have a great day, and I hope you're able to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. I won't disturb you anymore. I couldn't do that one, Caesar.
Thank you, bro. I'm so happy you did that. Personally.
Well, what could I have done differently, though? Just help me out here. What I do?
Caesar, you got that. You can give advice on that.
I don't know. I have to re-listen to that.
Okay, it's recorded, so I'll share it with you. You can give me some later.
Yeah, I would have to re-listen to it.
I was like,
I think a couple of things was like in the beginning. I think you got to sound a little bit more confident on that, man. Like, how do you know like you want to buy here, or have you bought here? Yeah, we bought there. How do you know if I want to buy here? That's why I picked up the phone, because we buy in that area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, she was asking a lot of questions, which is great. I mean, at some point, I'm like, lady, I'm putting my money in someone's pocket today, either yours or someone else's. Mm-hmm. My money is as green as anyone else, whether I'm in Jacksonville, North Carolina, or freaking California.
Mm-hmm.
So, should we talk business or not?
Yeah, I feel like at one point she almost knew more about me than I knew about her. I'm like, dude, who called who?
She was pre-qualifying you more than anything.
Yeah.
But I don't think I don't know. You did something, and not that you did something went off in the call, and
I know what it was.
Right now. I can't remember. Go ahead.
There was a part, I will also say that your confidence now is, like hearing your confidence now opposed, like compared to like months ago,
remember,
like,
yeah.
dude, yeah, night and day. I will say there was the part when she started grilling you about the questions and the line of questioning is you started asking about, I think, the condition of the property.
I did. I knew it.
That's what caught me. I was like, oh, that's immediately like, remember, she's already said she's been speaking to investors. Like, everyone's the same. At this point, she's trying to figure out what box to put you in. Like, are you just like everybody else, or are you not? And I think the second you started brought the question up about condition, she's like, oh, he's in the same box. That's it.
So let me ask you this. Remember, at the outset, I asked her what had her looking to sell. She said, maybe I got something I want to do, right? And I said, maybe I want to help you with that, you know? And I was trying to figure out how to get it back.
What did she say?
She said, maybe I have something that I'm looking to do. I said, well, maybe I want to help you do that.
Like what?
I said
no, but the thing is, even the response of like, well, maybe I yada yada. Mm-hmm. That's a statement versus asking another question. Like, I'm confused. What do you mean? What are you trying to do? Why does it matter? I'm just trying to get an idea of the entire situation. I'm confused. I don't know if I should even help you or not. So what are you talking about? Get it again. Like, just keep going until she says something, or not. I think that's all I could say. That's because, again, you responded with the statement. It doesn't even give the possibility of her to be able to open up or say anything because it's closed off.
See, I like caught myself mirroring her, but I hear the difference though.
Yeah, there's time and place for mirroring, like mirroring and making statements, fine. But yeah, at that point, I would just keep asking questions.
Okay.
Personally.
Thank you, brother.
But she also didn't sound like she's enthusiastic with motivation, so you save yourself a whole lot of time. I don't think you did anything wrong there. Could you have done something a little differently? Probably. Sure, we can always pick something, but
Yeah. Well, thank you, guys. I'm actually about to head out, so I'm glad I did get at least that one in beforehand. But the lady's just about ready, so I'm gonna head on out of here. I hope you guys kill it tonight, and I'll be back dialing tomorrow.
Cool, bro.
All right, have a good one.
I'm still on here. I'm saying bye to my daughter real quick. She's going to her nana's. Hang on.
all right. So, you guys have any questions on here? Let's see. What was the reason you went? Oh yeah, I think they just talked about that. That's right, Christian. So Christian, Ken probably didn't realize I was live, and so he hit me up and was like, "Oh man, I've just realized you were live." So if he knew, he probably would have hopped on a lot earlier. Let's see. So far, guys, we started off with 50 leads, and looks like Trisha called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ended up calling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So plus that one, 9. So 9 plus 5 is what? 14. Out of 14 leads, looks like Trisha sent out one contract, and I just sent out one, and I'm supposed to send out another one from earlier today. So that would be 3 contracts sent. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say those are great because it hasn't been signed yet. But if you do the right things, you ask questions, you talk to enough people, the opportunity is there. You just got to get in the trenches and not be afraid of making mistakes. And some will close, some won't. It's just part of the game. Christian, let's go. We'll do it next week, brother. And the reason I'm saying is because I'm about to hop off pretty soon too. Because I do have a meeting with Mr. Ahmed. Let's see, what was there? Let's see. What do we have here, guys? Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta relax. Too late to join the 25K battle. I think it might be because we're already in round 2. Which, by the way, guys, March Madness, iSpeedToLead is having a March Madness right now. Luckily, I made it to the second round, so I'm in round 2. I don't know if Hyro's still watching. Hyro made it to the second round, as always. So if you folks are watching, I believe if you're a contestant in there, you have till Friday to submit your call so that the AI can record it or grade it. And I'm going against Quinn, a fellow TU member, absolutely amazing human being. So that'll be something to watch. Guys, you guys have any questions? Anything? I would actually love before I hop off any key takeaways that you guys got from this session. I would love to see it on the chat. For me, it's all about growth. Drop it on the chat. What you guys got today that you can implement in your next call. And folks, I know you folks were asking about titanium. Schedule a call with them. Book a call with Jarrett. Sorry, not Jared. Garrett, Justin, and Colton. I believe there's another person in there. Absolutely amazing gentlemen. They're definitely not a hardcore sales folks. They simply just tell you as it is what titanium is all about, what you can expect out of it. They'll ask you where you are in your business, and they will actually let you know whether it will be a good fit or not. So give them a call. See if you guys don't have Speed to Lead and you're just watching. Use my link because Yuri just said that if you use my link, you get $100 wired into your account. With today's MAD 85, that is literally anywhere from 2 to 4 free leads that you can get today. So let's get at it, guys. Let's get some free leads. Let's see, Christian, what did you say? Don't pay much attention comping, comp on the fly. So as you guys see, I mean, I don't know if you guys watch me, but I usually comp when they're talking about condition. When they talk about motivation, then I am pen to paper. That's really my cue. Motivation equals pen to paper. Condition equals comping. Simple as that. Matty Matt, round 2. It's starting now. Anytime between now and I believe you have till Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time to submit your calls so they can do another round of AI reviews. Oh, I gotta draft this agreement for that guy in the very beginning. Jerry, this is a great question. Everyone asks, and I'm gonna answer this in the best way that I absolutely can. I personally do anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day. Now, there's all 12 hours all in calling. No, there's definitely, maybe half an hour of, um, of education, or I'll go on an implementation call within Titanium. And so at the end of the day, when people ask, how many hours a day do you call? Question I like to say, or the way I answer is, if you call, your bank account determines how many hours you call, right? If you folks want to be able to make the money that you want, create your reality, you got to put in the hours, man. You got to put in the hours to make it happen. And don't be bitching and complaining if you're only calling 4 hours a day and you're not making the money that you want to make. So bank account determines how many hours you call. Oh, by the way, I am dropping a pretty awesome video tomorrow, Coffees for Closers. Definitely tune in on that one. I believe I dropped a good amount of gems in there. So go on my channel, guys. Turn on that notification so that when it goes off, you guys will be the first to see it. It's pretty good. Every Sunday, I do Coffees for Closers. I'm not calling sellers. It's literally just it's what I do on Sundays. This is where I reflect on what I did the prior week and what I'm gonna do the next week. Matt, did you really fly to nothing? Bro, Matt, dude, Z got me on that one. I was like, holy moly. I was laughing so hard when I saw it. That was so funny. So on average, how many people you talk to before closing a contract? Just curious. Dude, that really depends, man. Hyro, what's your closing ratio? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm about 15 to 1. If you're pretty new, you're probably going to be at 25 to 1. If you're cold calling, I don't care what anyone says, no matter what industry it is, it's always 100 to 1 ratio on a cold calling. Cold call 100, you'll get 1 contract. That's just the name of the game as far as cold calling goes. Do you use any other marketing for your business other than PPL? Yes, I do have my own PPC campaigns that I run as well. That's it, PPC and PPLs. No, Juliana, I was not in North Carolina. I am not talking to you anymore. I'm done with you. All right, folks, I do have a one-on-one meeting happening in the next 10 minutes. We went live for how long now? 3 hours and 45 minutes. I need a little break before I get on. It was a pleasure having you guys on here. Thank you for the support as always. Give iSpeedToLead some love. If you're watching on their channel, smash that like button. It's free. If you're watching on my channel and you guys got some free golden nuggets today, smash that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It'll help your boy out. But most importantly, if you're on my channel and you got 1 or 2 key takeaways, please, please, please drop it on the comments. And the only reason why I ask is because I want a new wholesaler, whether now or in the future, that may come across my channel. I just want them to see the key takeaway that you guys got. So in that way, they can watch for it and use it to close their first deal. All right, folks, till next time, speed and volume, speed and volume. Let's go. Look at those balloons. Oh my gosh.